You were looking live at Chief Field, home of New Boston Huron, the number 2 team in Division II in the state of Michigan. We got a doozy. On the other side of the ledger, we've got number 1 Brother Rice from the Catholic League rolling into Downriver with bad intentions. We've got a banger on the prep. Glad you're with us. Chad Bush alongside Joey Yashinsky. Lily Delano will be with us in a little bit. Joey, this is the matchup the state has been waiting for, and we've got it right here on the prep. What should the fans know about this battle between these two blue bloods?
Yeah, you love to see matchups like this take place out of conference, getting ready for the state playoffs. Both teams want to test themselves against the best competition. This has been a series that's been going on the last couple of years. Been very tightly contested games, both won by Brother Rice. So obviously the Huron looking to get back on track in that matchup today.
Brother Rice won yesterday. They won 8-1. They knocked off a solid Grosse Pointe South team from the MAC. And New Boston Huron also has had a productive week. They won 10-9 against their rival Flat Rock last night to wrap up the league. So both these teams playing for quite a bit of pride today in a non-league matchup. We talked to both head coaches, and that comes on the other side of this timeout. Thanks for watching the Preps Long Ball Live Game of the Week. Downriver, what is up? Preps coverage continues. It's Brother Rice on the road to take on New Boston Huron. Bob Riker, the coach of the Brother Rice Warriors, fresh off their 8-1 win yesterday against a good Grosse Pointe South team.
Yeah, they're always competitive.
You guys are rolling. Number 1 in this week's polls. And you guys, as much as, hey, look, I know you've lost some games, but the bottom line is the folks feel that you are the number 1 team right now in the state.
Well, it's not where you start, it's where you finish. So it's nice to have those things. I try not to read anything like that. But each game means a lot. And after these 2 games today, it's win or you're done. So the players know that. We kind of treat it like that in practice and saying, hey, this could be your last game. So, treat it as that. So they've been pretty good. And they've been done all the things they need to do all year long. So hopefully we can keep it rolling. It's always good to get that first game under your belt and then kind of catch your groove. So we'll see what happens.
It's a late regular season game, not to the postseason yet. Do you manage these games a little differently than you might earlier in the season?
No, not really. This year's a little different because we have some new guys and we only have 6 seniors. So I've played a bunch of guys varsity innings this year, and we're going to continue to do that today. We're going to have a freshman DH. He DH yesterday, had 2 knocks, so I'm going to throw him back in the lineup today again. And another guy that was a freshman, I put him at shortstop, moved Turner out to left, just to give the freshman a look at short, and he had a knock and hit the ball really well. So he's going to start at short again today. And second game, we'll have a couple of guys that don't play too much. They've been doing really well in practice, so going to give them a look and kind of, after today's doubleheaders, figure out what we're going to do next week for practice, and we'll do some live stuff against our own guys and then get ready for Saturday. So we're just trying to put the puzzle pieces together for the first game Saturday at 10 o'clock at our place for the district.
You start with Cole Duhame, always the guy you want. Number 35, Mr. Reliable on the hill today to start things against the Chiefs.
Yeah, Cole, you give him the ball and let him do his thing and try not to overcoach and let him do what he does best, and he'll compete, he'll throw strikes, and being left-handed, it's an advantage as well. So he's a mainstay. He's a 4-year starter, so you just kind of let him roll and do his thing. So you try not to get in his way. So that's what we'll do today, and then we'll throw Delusky in the second game. He's had a really good year. He had a lot of good innings last year for us and has really stepped up and done a good job. So he's going to get the start in game 2, and we'll use Reedy and Koski and Schindler and some other guys on the back end, get them ready to go.
You got a lot of respect for this Chiefs program. I know this is the 3rd straight year you've played them, and you got a lot of respect for the program, and you came down here and you really showed that you're willing to compete against some of the best, of course.
Oh, yeah, that's what you want to do. You want to get your guys ready to play the best because the states are coming up and you never know who you're going to run into. And Phil and Zach do a great job here. It's nice to play on grass, playing on turf most of the time. And it's good for my guys to kind of travel to late in the year. A lot of guys want to come to our place early in the year. So it's good to get them used to playing other places. So, and they do a great job. You just look at the field. I mean, they take care of things, and they're baseball guys. So it was a good drive. And like I said, we're excited to play.
What are some of the nuances with a natural field that you might try to screw around with a little bit today?
Well, with a natural field, you probably bunt a little more the grass, although the grass here is cut like a golf course, so I don't know how much that's going to slow things down. They do a really good job. It's just different for our fielders. You know, on turf, sometimes you get in bad habits as an infielder. You don't have to bend as much, so you're going to have to play, and you're on dirt. So the sliding will be a little bit harder. I'm sure some of our guys will come up with some strawberries if we get some guys on base, so they're not used to that. So moms might have to do a little cleaning of the uniforms after a day today on natural stuff.
Thanks, Bob. All the best.
You got it. Thank you. Appreciate it.
That's Bob Riker getting his Warriors ready for battle for 2. We'll have the coverage coming up right after this.
Appreciate it.
Yep. With head coach Phil Yancey of New Boston Huron. The Chiefs come in number 2 in the state this week in the polls in Division II. What a program you've built here. This has got to be nice to play in this kind of stadium and field. You guys take real good care. You can tell there's a real sense of pride in this program.
Yes, we work hard throughout the year, starting in the fall, and we continue to work on it throughout November and December, and then start again early on in March. So,
tell us about this team. I know you've got some talent, you've got some togetherness, and you got some pitching. So that usually equates to some good things. What have you been most satisfied with so far this year?
Our hitting is probably the best hitting team we've had in the last 10 years. So. We finally got some hitting that goes along with our pitch. We've had great pitching for the last 4 or 5 years, but we finally have some hitters.
Today you go against a Brother Rice team, and you'll go against some solid pitching as well. You get to take on Cole Duham game number 1. Are the guys excited to take him on, and what's the game plan against Cole?
Yeah, we're the guys are all excited to face him. They always look forward to facing great pitching, and we're just gonna shoot middle out and not get fooled by any breaking stuff and sit on a fastball.
Meanwhile, you've got Mr. Miller going for you, and this is a guy.
We had to make a change.
Oh, breaking news. Tell us.
Jackson Surma starting game 1. Miller will start game 2.
All right. So there you have it.
Mr.
Tell us
Miller,
about Jackson Surma.
Jackson Surma is solid. He shut down Woodhaven last week, so he's looking good. He's one of those players that pitched for the Little League World Series in Taylor there a few years ago, so nothing phases him. He's a real bulldog, and shows no emotion, and he should be able to go hard.
What are you looking to do here late in the regular season? Obviously playing competitive teams like Brother Rice to get you prepared for Division II. You won't have to see this Warrior team, thankfully, in the postseason. What's most important here today and down the stretch?
We play one pitch at a time, forget about the pitch before, no matter how high or how good it is, and just take it one out at a time and play good baseball, and the outcome should be good if you play good ball.
Phil, appreciate it. Thanks for having us down and appreciate your time.
Thank you.
All right, there he is, Phil Yancey, head coach of New Boston Huron. We're getting set for baseball. First pitch coming up right after this. And we're ready for baseball. Good to hear from both head coaches. Let's meet the starting lineup for the Brother Rice Warriors, who come into this matchup 25-9-2. And we'll get to the lineup in a moment. This is Maxim Neshoff, the center fielder, to lead things off. Brother Rice, number 1 in the state of Michigan in the latest polls this week in Division I. Huron, number 2 in Division II behind Orchard Lake St. Mary's. And we are set to go. It's a Jackson Surma fastball, and Neshoff a bit tardy on it. And we are underway playing 4-3 baseball, Joseph. That feels kind of nice.
Yeah, it does. Not the quickened pace of that we're used to, where you get down a strike and it's an emergency hack mode.
No doubt. Jackson Surma deals, and it's a swing and a miss. Surma 5-0 on the year. He has 1 save and an ERA that's gaudy at .63. The right-hander Jackson Surma against the left-handed switch hitting Max Neshoff. And that's fouled away. Beautiful field here. First time that we've called a game at New Boston Huron, and Bob Riker said it in the interview. This thing's manicured like a golf course.
Yeah, almost looks like Heather Nabosny's been working at it, just like down at Comerica Park. And nice to see grass and dirt. You know, I think nowadays so many high schools have taking the route of let's just put some turf down. We don't have to worry about it for the next 20 years. But nice to see the real thing here.
Yep, and it should be noted Brother Rice plays on artificial turf. That pitch is down low, so Neshoff has worked the count all the way even after he was down 0-2. Brother Rice picked up a win yesterday against Grosse Pointe South, 8-1. Huron picked up a win 10-9 over Flat Rock to claim their conference, and a big win against the Rams, their rival. We stay at 2-2, and Neshoff is already losing baseballs left and right. He's going to get an invoice.
Making Surma work for out number 1.
That too. Just missed upstairs, and this thing's running full. And to your point, this is what a leadoff hitter's supposed to do. Give Broder Key, give the teammates something to look at in an unfamiliar arm in Surma. Strike 3 called. He had a fringe pitch he got away with the first time, but not the second, Joe. 1 up, 1 down on the Surma smoke on the corner.
Yeah, Surma painted right there, just on the outer part, maybe in a similar place that the prior pitch was, but sometimes as the umpire, he'll give you one.
Yep.
If there's another close pitch, he wants you to swing the bat.
Exactly. So here's Broder Key, the Brother Rice Warriors leader, and this guy leads them in every which way, but most importantly, he's the leader and the voice of this team. And he looks at a fastball on the outside part of the plate for a strike called.
Yeah, been such a big part of this program for a long time. He's only a junior, but when you start playing as a freshman, it feels like you've been around a while.
There's a shot on a hop to third. Scooped up, throw to first. In time, Owen Delano scoops and throws, and it's 2 up and 2 down, just like that.
Yeah, this is a good start here from Jackson Surma, and we know what he can do. I mean, he was at the helm of a 1-0 shutout recently against Woodhaven, and that was a game that they wanted to get retribution. This is a New Boston Huron team that hasn't lost 2 in a row all year.
There's a shot up the middle. It scoots through, a worm burner from Tristan Turner, the commit to Western Michigan, to keep things rolling with 2 outs.
Yeah, hard hit ball there from Turner. Obviously, if you're Brother Rice, you want to go down 1-2-3 here to start. Want to get some momentum here on this windy day.
Would it be baseball on the prep without wind? What will we do with no wind? So 2 outs, throw back to first. Turner back safely.
Yeah, we saw with that what took place a couple weeks ago on the prep, halfway through game 2, and the skies opened, and hoping for not a similar fate here today.
That was a Tristan Turner base hit. And here's Jackson Hafner, the third baseman, the sophomore, who also pitches on this club. Pitches upstairs. Turner does have good speed, and it might be in Riker's repertoire to make a move here. 1-1 the count.
Yeah, 19 steals on the year. A good time to go with 2 outs. Good hitter at the plate. Might get yourself in the scoring position.
Good sized power stick from the left side for Jackson Hafner. Part of this youth movement for Brother Rice. It's a very young team. 37 players for Bob Riker's club played their first innings of varsity baseball this year. That's incredible.
That's remarkable. Not something that most rosters you come across only have 18, 20 guys. And so to get that many guys varsity experience, really quite an astounding stat.
Hafner batting .370 on the year. Surma sets. That one is driven deep to left center field. That's going to get up the gap. Turner's going to round second. He'll head to third and he'll hold. But it's back-to-back 2-out hits for the Warriors in black. And they've got something cooking here in the top of the first.
Yeah, really good approach there from Jackson Hafner. If it's hard to get around on the heat right now, you take it the other way. Beautiful swing. And Riker a little conservative, but I think by the time that ball got in, I'm not sure Turner had an opportunity to score. So a big at-bat, big chance here for Michael Stanton.
Stanton has been quite solid this year. 27 runs driven in. There's a ground ball to short. Backhanded scoop by Muzzy. Cash's throw is scooped by Morse for out number 3. How about it?
Flash in the leather. Huge play there for Muzzy. Not only do you get the out, you probably get to save 2 runs there if that ball scoops by Morris.
For over 25 years, CMAC Transportation has delivered reliable logistics solutions across Michigan and beyond. As a service-disabled, veteran-owned business, CMAC combines leadership, technology, and customer-focused service to keep supply chains moving. With nearly 1 million square feet of warehousing space, advanced real-time tracking, and a growing fleet, CMAC specializes in truckloads, shuttling, warehousing, and expedited freight. Big company capabilities, small company service, CMAC Transportation. Veteran-led, technology-driven, and customer-focused. Learn more at www.cmactrans.com. Happy Memorial Day weekend, everybody. Let's meet the starting 9 for New Boston Huron. Owen Delano is the third baseman. He'll lead off. A new insertion into the lineup this year. Noah Banis is at second base. He'll bat second. Jackson Surma on the mound batting third for himself. Cash Muzzy, who made that nice play at short, hitting cleanup. Dominic Russo's in right. Furcus is in left. Max Morse at first, who made that fantastic scoop. And Aiden Sanato is doing the catching and batting eighth. Batting ninth in center field is Dayton Miller, who was the originally scheduled starting pitcher. But that was scratched, and so goes life. This guy not scratched. This guy is one of the best arms in the state of Michigan and in the Midwest. Mr. Cole Duhame on the mound for the Warriors in black. What should we know about Cole?
Yeah, one of the best in the business. Obviously, he's going to be a Virginia Cavalier next season, and just really such a great pedigree as a starting pitcher, so mature. We've seen him a number of times on the prep. You really can't tell how the game is going by looking at Cole Duhame. Very even-keeled, great fastball, great curve, developing the changeup as well. And, you know, you could tell the importance that Bob Reicher's putting on the game. You know, he's not going with a bullpen game or something like that, or Johnny everybody, or however
Johnny Holstaff.
Johnny Holstaff. So he said, you know, let's put our best guy out there. Let's go into the state playoffs with some confidence.
Here's Owen Delano, third baseman who recorded an out and a fantastic addition to this lineup. Came over from Livonia Stevenson in the offseason. And this guy has been everything that Phil Yancey could ask for in an insertion to the top of the lineup for the Chiefs.
Yeah, a lot of family history here in New Boston as well. A big K there from Duhame to get things started.
Breaking ball, back door, and Delano will tell the man in the on-deck circle, Banis, what he saw.
Yeah,
what did you see?
Brother Rice saw that the first at-bat with Neshov took an eternity, and Duhame said, let's not play that game. Let's do 3 and out. Let's get in and out.
Lefty on lefty, and this is quite the battle. Noah Banis against Cole Duhame, the Virginia commit. Cole with some strong efforts as the number 1 starter for this team. Noah Banis, one of the leaders as well, all-state last year, and a 4-year guy for Phil Yancey.
Yeah, I think the Virginia Cavaliers could have used Duhame even in the present day. They were leading the number 1 seed in the ACC tournament 9-5, wound up giving up, I believe, 10 runs in the last 2 innings. So they might have been sending for Duhame yesterday, even as a high schooler. Need some help on the staff.
The Saginaw Valley State commit draws a walk. So it was 3 straight pitches to get a strikeout and 4 straight to walk. We've seen a little helter-skelter from one of the most steady arms in the state.
Yeah, and it's going to be tricky conditions out here. I mean, we see the trees in the outfield and the flags. Everything's kind of waving pretty strongly. Papers are flying, so both teams are going to have to adjust to the weather right now.
Here's Jackson Surma, and that's a strike on the inside part of the plate.
Bannis, 22 of 22 on the year stealing bases, but obviously we know Duhaime as a southpaw controls the running game quite well.
There's a swing and a pop-up, shallow center field. It's caught by Neshoff for out number 2. That'll bring up Cash Muzzy, the shortstop and the cleanup hitter for New Boston Huron.
Yeah, Cash obviously a very gifted pitcher heading to the MAC. He'll be a Toledo Rocket as a pitcher, but in the present day, he gets to bat as well, 463. Not a ton of extra base power, but approaching 50 hits, quite the accomplishment.
Your prototypical line drive hitter. Finds a lot of barrels. Off speed to start him inside for a strike. Owen Delano, the leadoff man, good friends with Cash Muzzy. And one of the big reasons they were excited about those two being together and joining forces. Duhaime with another off speed that's a little gnarly.
Yeah, I mean, you could tell the kind of stuff he has early just by the swings that we're seeing. Some from some gifted hitters from the Huron Chiefs.
Muzzy batting 463 on the year.
Probably a good count to run on here just in case he throws something in the dirt or off speed.
It was off speed and it was in the dirt, but he was not running. 1-2 the count with 2 outs. No score, bottom of the first. Glad to be downriver, glad to be at New Boston Huron. What a wonderful setting and scene here. Swing and a miss. At an off-speed pitch for strike 3. Side retired. No score as we go to the top of the second. Introducing Corazon Imaging, the first medical practice in the country focused solely on coronary CT angiography, also known as CCTA. CCTA is a quick, non-insertive heart scan that lets doctors see inside your coronary arteries. It can help detect plaque and narrowing before they lead to a heart attack. Led by world-renowned cardiologist Dr. John Rumberger, Corazon Imaging brings advanced heart imaging expertise to 10 convenient locations across Southeast Michigan. A heart attack should not be your first symptom. Ask your doctor about CCTA at Corazon Imaging. Visit at corazonimaging.com. Let's meet the starting 9 for Bob Riker and the Warriors of Brother Rice. 25-win team. Maxim Neshoff leads off in center field. Broder Katke is catching, batting second. Tristan Turner is in left field playing first base. Jackson Hafner, who you saw at third base. Michael Stanton at first, batting fifth. Freddie Beyer is in right field, batting sixth. He'll lead off this inning. Connor Yurt, the rookie, the freshman, gets a nod at the DH spot in the 7-hole. And Damo Mangiopane is at shortstop, batting eighth. Trevor Chase, the freshman, is batting ninth at second base.
Yeah, kind of interesting in talking to Bob Riker this week. This late in the year, there are still some spots in the lineup that he's looking for competition, trying to find what works best heading into the state tournament.
Yeah, and, there's some competition for spots still. How about that one? Off-speed pitch that floats in on the right-handed hitting Freddie Beyer. Freddie batting .388 on the year with 16 runs driven in. And he's in right field today. Off speed down and away. Surma pitched in the Little League World Series for Taylor, like the big one. There's a shot far and deep to center, way back and gone. Home run to straightaway center for Freddie Beyer. And for Freddie, that is home run number 2 on the year.
Yes, Surma obviously doing a good job of finding the zone, but against dangerous hitters here like the Warriors, you don't want to be too much in the zone. Beyer makes him pay, and quite the shot. I guess the wind may be kind of going out that way a little bit, but on a day like this with the swirling conditions, quite a blow to get one out of here.
3 hits already through half the lineup for Brother Rice, and it's been a single, a double, and a home run. Here's Connor Yurt, the freshman, who had a couple of hits yesterday against Grosse Pointe South, and Bob Riker told us, look, if this kid can get some hits, we'll keep him in the next day, and he's held true to that.
Yeah, I think we've seen could maybe an outfield spot and maybe here at the DH spot. He's trying to find production. He's got some guys that he'll look at here today, so an opportunity obviously here for Yurt. If he can keep getting hits, I imagine once state playoff comes around, he'll probably find his name on the lineup card.
Yurt was the 38th player to have varsity innings this year out of 62 players in the program. The 2-1 is lifted to center. Routine play. In comes Miller. He makes the catch. And there's 1 out and 1 in. 1-0 Brother Rice, top of the second.
Yeah, same thing here with Mangiapane. Obviously, Tristan Turner, typically the guy that you would see at short, but they like him in left field as well, so they're going to try and see, can this freshman hold his own at the shortstop position, allow them to use Turner in the outfield.
So 3 freshmen at the bottom of the lineup for Brother Rice. Trevor Chase, the third of those 3, is the 9-hitter, and he's on deck.
And a credit to Riker and the program as a whole in a year when there is that relative inexperience dotted throughout the lineup, freshmen starting, that they still find themselves at the top of the polls. Some other programs that would be a rebuilding type year, but
right.
Not necessarily the case in Warrior Nation.
6 seniors on this Brother Rice team, but in the starting lineup, there's just a couple. There's a smash up the middle and a base hit. The freshman, Mangiapane, keeps the train a-rolling with 1 out.
Oh yeah, freshman in official designation only, but based on that approach and that swing, the athletic build, you really wouldn't know that you're looking at a first-year high schooler fighting that bat there from Damo Mangiapane.
So this is the second baseman, Trevor Chase, having a fine year defensively, and he's held his own on offense, batting .315 and scored 22 runs, and he's got double-digit steals. He can play a little bit.
Yeah, I think Riker really likes him in that 9 spot, kind of a bridge back to the top of the order.
Yes. Brother Rice finished second in the Catholic League. They lost to Orchard Lake St. Mary's in the Catholic League tournament, 7-0 back on Saturday. Pitch gets away, runner will advance to third, and now Mangiapane draws that much closer.
I think just about every team's had difficulty scoring runs against the Eaglets as of late. And Mangiapane making his way from station to station. Base hit, steals second, gets to third on the wild pitch, and an RBI opportunity for Chase.
Upstairs, so they walk the 9-hitter. And now Neshoff will strut to the plate and bat left-handed.
We'll see if Neshoff adjusts here a little bit to Kibble's zone. Didn't love the 3-2 pitch that he was punched out on in inning number 1.
Neshoff batting .368. He has 32 stolen bases. So you get him on base, he's going to run for a minute. Safe at first, says first base umpire Mike Henninger. It was close.
Close play in safely, but kind of a surprise move. You'll see assume here that the Chiefs might not throw through. We'll see what they do if Chase goes.
There's a swing and a fly ball to left field, playing games, and that one is going to drop. The ball dropped in, the wind playing tricks. Furcus couldn't handle it. Into score comes Mangiapane, 2-0 Brother Rice on what we got to determine an error, I would assume.
Yeah, I mean, it's a tricky day for outfielders. It's going to be very windy out here. Any ball that's up in the air for a long time, it's really going to be on them to figure out where that ball's heading, probably have to come in a little bit. In that case, ball kind of sailed over his head. And when you have a guy like Broder Katke coming up, not really an out that you can afford to give up.
No doubt. So Katke now looks at the breaking ball. Runner goes to third, and he's safe. That's Trevor Chase who got the third, and Neshoff followed to second. So Brother Rice, active, aggressive, and trying to turn something out here with one out.
Yeah, sometimes you let the game come to you. Sometimes you go get the game. That's what they're doing here, taking every base they can at every opportunity.
Katke swings and drives one to left, and that's going to drop in. Into score comes Chase. Neshoff right behind him. It's a Broder Katke double, and it doubles the lead 4-0. The orange and black of Birmingham, Brother Rice.
Boy, it can really happen in a hurry. When you have an explosive offensive team like Brother Rice, you think things are under control. Good 1, 2, 3 inning in the first, and suddenly you look up, you make an error, a misplay, some stolen bases, and it's 4-0. So they really jump on you quickly.
The hitting shoes are on, and yeah, it just looks like things hit to the outfielder is going to cause chaos today. That was a solid hit. I mean, that was probably good whether the wind was active or not. But
I think maybe just fair foul. I think Katke at first maybe didn't get right out of the box, but then the ball kind of just stayed on that line, and Surma really could use an out here.
Here's Tristan Turner. He looks at one upstairs. Good frame job by the catcher, Sonato, who does such a fine job. This Huron team is similar to what they saw in 2021 here in a semifinalist team, a Final Four team in 2021. And he says those guys were comeback kids. They were winners. And this might be the best team they've had since then.
Yeah, if you're applying that same mentality to this group, obviously a high compliment for that group that made it all the way to the Final Four in the state, only to lose to a St. Mary's team that nobody was going to beat that year. And they're just going to have to try and clean up the defense. I think that's kind of where their bugaboos have been this year. We saw it rear its head in this inning.
Yep. Foul at the plate. This is Tristan Turner, the Western Michigan Bronco commit. His brother Owen Turner is at Yale, playing some great baseball.
Late night last night, I saw a Big 12 tournament game, and Ryan Taransky doing big things for the Cincinnati Bearcats, and
he hit another tank.
They hit a big double. I mean, he looks like he's a future star.
Fits right in the Big 12. So Katke at second in scoring position. Brother Rice with all 4 runs. That one smacked the center. That's a base hit. Katke had to hold up, and that's going to get beyond the center fielder Miller. And Katke will score easily. It'll be ruled a base hit, not an RBI. Or will they? What do you think?
No, I think Katke was only getting to third there, so yeah, we might have to withhold the stake there for Turner. But obviously a hard hit ball. Katke was going back to second on that line drive, but kind of everything that could go wrong going wrong right now for the Chiefs.
We'll take a timeout. We'll find out if there's a pitching change or not. Back in a moment. We're the Prep.
Lowering the shoulder. Swing and a miss. McGinley scores!
Jane didn't have crushing chest pain. She was a little winded carrying groceries in from her car. Her doctor recommended CCTA at Corazon Imaging, a non-invasive test that directly visualizes the coronary arteries. With the right diagnosis, Jane's doctor acted quickly, and today she's back to living life with confidence. The conversation is over. Jackson Surma stays in. 5-0 Brother Rice, and the batter is Jackson Hafner, who has doubled in this game already.
It's really just such a tough offense to navigate through when you get through, Cat Key 434, Turner around 360, Hafner and Stanton up around 400. So just nowhere to hide. And it's really just once they start coming at you, it's hard to stop.
Yeah, some big pop in this swing for Hafner. A couple triples. He can run a little bit. A couple home runs.
When you start to get that production down at the bottom, a home run from Bayer, a line drive from Mangiapane, now suddenly this offense is looking like one that's going to find its way to East Lansing.
Outside corner, beautifully painted by Jackson Surma. Guy who's getting Division I looks. Central Michigan's on his tail. And he battles back to get Hafner, and that's what Surma's been doing all season long. He looks to be getting back in the groove, Joey.
Yeah, it looks like he pulled the string there. Hafner way out in front of that. Nice two-strike out pitch with the changeup. Finally gets Surma just one out away from getting his guys back to the dugout.
So that'll bring up Stanton. Grounded out to short his last time up.
Yeah, Riker gives a lot of credit to Broder Katke for sort of the evolution of Michael Stanton, says they kind of got together in the offseason, worked out, and Stanton's really solidified first base this year after those intense workouts with Broder Katke.
Yeah, and what a great example of what Katke has done, taking guys under his wing, working with them. It's a high-level guy. He doesn't have to do those types of things, and he does it naturally. Surma deals, shot to center. That's a base hit. Turner rounding third. Turner will hold, and it's the 8th hit for Brother Rice in this game, and this time it comes by way of Stanton. And runners at the corners with 2 outs, and Brother Rice came to play today. The offense has been impressive.
Yeah, they did. I mean, aside from obviously that ball that kind of got misplayed in the wind, other than that, nothing's come cheap. These have been line drives in all directions. One gap shot, a home run from Bayer, and there, a hard line drive from Stanton. We'll see if Bayer has any ideas of going deep twice in the same frame here.
That one smacked to center, routine for Miller, who corrals it for the final out, but not before the Warriors put up 5 and lead it 5-0 as we head to the bottom of the second. Chest pain and shortness of breath are common warning signs, but heart symptoms can also be subtle. Jaw pain, neck pain, back or shoulder discomfort, nausea, lightheadedness, cold sweats, unusual fatigue, or indigestion. It may all be reasons to talk to your doctor at Corazon Imaging, CCTA. It's a non-invasive test that directly visualizes your coronary arteries, and it helps doctors detect disease before it becomes an emergency. A heart attack should not be your first symptom. Ask your doctor about Corazon Imaging or visit corazonimaging.com. These two teams played last year with Brother Rice winning in a close battle. New Boston Huron will face Cole Duhame, and look, Cole's been sitting in there for quite some time, and New Boston Huron didn't really get a chance to see a lot of him. It was a quick first inning for Cole Duhame, and here he is to come back out here in the second inning.
Yeah, it'll be on the Chiefs here to try and find some energy, not really worry about being down 5, but how do we just kind of get some momentum back on our side? Can we scratch 1? Can we get 2? Get some traffic against Duhame, see what we can do with the running game, but obviously a big 5-run inning there, and much easier to go out there as a pitcher as well when you have that cushion. You really can comfortably throw strikes, attack the zone, and just worry about making them put the ball in play.
So this is a hitting team in Huron. It's been a team that has been dominant in pitching and defense, but they just haven't had the hitting in years past to pair with that. This year they do. It's a good hitting team. They're hitting .355, and this guy's having a fabulous year. Cash Muzzy to lead things off. Or excuse me, Dominic Russo to lead things off, the right fielder.
Yeah, Russo with good power, good range in the outfield. Leads the team in home runs. Had a big 3-run homer this year against Catholic Central. They could use a base runner here to get things started here in the second.
Their biggest rival, Brother Rice, the opponent today. And Duhame snaps one for a strike. This is a guy in Duhame that he'll find the 90s. He can do it. He can get there, Joey, but his stuff is the off speed that's just dirty.
Yeah, and especially with that developing changeup, and obviously right there just kind of going straight heat. And, you know, they talk about as he gets to Charlottesville, becomes a college athlete, that changeup is going to become more important. But for now, that good 90s heat probably can do the job against a lot of hitters.
Duhame with his 3rd strikeout already, and that'll bring up Jacob Furcus, the left fielder. Correction, Aiden Sonato. They made a change on us.
Keeping us on our toes, okay.
Yeah, it's all right. We can handle it. 2 quick ones from Duhame, who's going right at the Chiefs. That one slapped to short and handled by Mangiapane. And there's 2 up and 2 down in the Chief second inning.
Yeah, it really is true. And they talk about Duhame, Cole Duhame, they talk about the even-keeled demeanor, the calmness on the mound. I think I talked to him last year because about Cole Hamels, a lefty for the Phillies who's similarly calm and went after hitters, had a great career, also wore 35, was lefty, and I don't think Cole Duhame knew who I was talking about. I thought he had modeled his whole persona after the guy, and I think I was an old head trying to talk about someone from the early 2000s.
That's all right. That's what happens to guys like us that are almost half a hundo.
When I saw him at 35, number 35, I thought this must be a tribute to Cole Hamels, but in the coming years, I'm sure he'll probably watch some highlights.
He said, Cole who?
Yeah.
Inside, this is Max Morse, the first baseman, had a fine scoop in the first to keep that goose egg up there. It's been all Brother Rice early. There's a lot of chicken left on the bone. Upstairs, 5 runs on 7 hits for Brother Rice. No runs, no hits, 2 errors for New Boston Huron. We'll play 2 today. So whatever happens in game 1,
wipe the slate clean.
Game 2 is a whole new ball game. Off speed on the outside corner, and that's part of the 3-pitch repertoire that Cole Duhame offers. That's the changeup. Full count, 2 outs. Got him with another one. Broder Kaki fires to first in the inning over. 1-2-3 inning. We go to the top of the 3rd. Still 5-0 Brother Rice. Ben thought it was just indigestion, a little pressure after meals, some chest discomfort, and some unusual fatigue, but his doctor recommended a closer look. At Corazon Imaging, Ben had a non-invasive CCTA, a heart scan that directly visualizes the coronary arteries. It helped find a serious blockage before it became a heart attack. Today, Ben is back to work, coaching his son's Little League team and enjoying his family. A heart attack should not be your first symptom. Ask your doctor about CCTA at Corazon Imaging or visit corazonimaging.com. Chad Bush, Joe Yashinsky with you. Here comes Brother Rice, top of the third. They lead 5-0. And this is a Brother Rice lineup that will flip to the top, or excuse me, 7, 8, 9. My bad. 7, 8, 9 due up here. Connor Yurt, Damo Mangiapane, and Trevor Chase. The freshman trio due up here in the third.
Yeah, not something you always see if you're watching Brother Rice. Generally littered with upperclassmen, a lot of seniors. But if you are playing for this team and you're a freshman, it means you obviously have some gifts, which we've seen early.
Yurt, the only Warrior not to reach base so far in this game, and his out was a loud out. So everybody's kind of had a barrel.
And they're going to need these types of contributions. I mean, they're going to know pretty well what Turner and Katke and Duhame and guys like that, Neshoff, will bring to the table come postseason time. What can they expect from these, pretty green freshmen? And that's why they're getting some valuable time here today against a good program.
Yes, sir. That's fouled back. Surma came in 5-0 on the year, and he's trying to come back here in the third. The freshman fouls it back, stays alive in the off-speed pitch.
Yeah, I like the approach what Phil Yancey obviously thinks for his team. They have gotten beat back-to-back years by Brother Rice, but he's not hiding from the game. He knows they're going to play good teams in the playoffs, so why not iron sharpens iron, I think is how he put it with us.
Muzzy in the hole, and Morse has his back again. The Hoover at first. And Double M helps record out number 1.
Yeah, really good glove work. Almost a carbon copy of the play we saw in the early part of the game. Nice job by Morse. Good connection there with his shortstop, Muzzy. Muzzy owes him a burger or a sandwich or something for saving him a couple errors.
Maybe a watch.
Yeah,
Things continue.
Okay.
If he keeps on this pace, 1 an inning.
Like a quarterback for the offensive linemen.
That's it.
Rolexes or something.
Yeah, like Barry used to buy Lomas. Yeah.
Jeff Harding's.
We're showing our age again.
Larry Tharp. I don't know. Kevin Glover.
Cole Hamels.
Yeah, Cole Hamels.
The ones are wild. This is Damo Mangiapane, the shortstop. Singled in his first at bat. He takes a heater at the knees from Jackson Surma for a strike. Surma works pretty quick. He does throw a lot of strikes. Is unfazed by chaos. And he's being challenged right now because there's a lot of chaos.
Yeah, not an easy assignment. And that this is just what happens sometimes. You face a team like Brother Rice, and you face another offense. Okay, you get that misplay in left field. You can kind of come back from it, but the Warriors really kind of make you pay for those mistakes. You really have to take the outs when they come, and if you do happen to give one away, they might put a 5 spot on you.
Surma's the same guy that shut down Woodhaven last week. A top 10 ranked team in Division I. And he bounces back here with a K as he gets Mangiapane on strikes.
Yeah, good resilience here after the tough inning last frame in the second, but we obviously know the type of mentality that he possesses. Yancey telling us a story about him being in such extreme cramps, and he wouldn't come out of the game, made a huge defensive play at third, then later hit the game-winning home run and basically had to crawl home from third base. So this is a guy that's not going to be fazed by a little bit of adversity.
And that's kind of how this team is, right? It's a gritty team. Phil Yancey loves their grit. Tough guys. Great competitors. That's a bunt. That's tapped in front. Surma has to throw off balance. Not in time to get the speedy Trevor Chase. It'll be an infield single for Chase and the 8th hit of the day.
Interesting play there. Nice defense there from the pitcher, Surma. You might have thought plant and throw pretty tough to just kind of keep your momentum, but shows the arm strength he has to get that much on the throw as he tumbled towards the third baseline. Made it a very close play at first.
Showing off that athleticism. It's a fastball that's about 83 to 86 for Surma. Not overpowering, but it's strong enough to get through. But that curve is his out pitch. And that's something that we have seen as a weapon today. Chase with 11 stolen bases on the year can run. Neshoff is moving around. He's one of those guys that's always moving around in the box. There's always movement. He's close on the plate.
Yeah, right on top of the plate for sure.
There goes the runner. That's lifted out of play, and that'll get to the softball diamond.
Yeah, he's a major weapon there at the top. I mean, obviously we've seen kind of the approach a team like St. Mary's does. They just put Brustevich out there right away. We're giving you our best guy. But when you do have a guy who can be a prototypical leadoff hitter, I mean, you don't see stolen base totals in the 30s in high school. It's not that long a season. So for Neshoff to get above that mark, pretty impressive.
Really is. That one smacked to second, and they'll get the force at short. The flip to Muzzy and the side retired. And we'll keep it right here. And we've got a special report coming. Right now, it is a 5-0 lead for Brother Rice. And here come the Chiefs to bat. And we've got a report on the field. Let's go to Lily Delano. Lily, take it away.
Thank you, Chad. Now here I'm standing on Huron's baseball field. There are some exciting new developments. On May 5th, there was a bond passed for them to get all new facilities, including an all-new turf baseball field and softball field. They are also adding 4 new tennis courts and are hoping to get a concession stand and restroom building over there. This will all happen on this property, and they are really excited for all these future improvements to their facilities. Now, it's not just the baseball field and softball field that they are improving. They are also making some developments in the school to upgrade things that have not been renovated since the school was built. The community has worked very hard for these improvements with community outreach and shared messaging, and it only makes sense that the baseball and athletics programs have the elite fields that match what they have been doing. Thank you. Back to you, Chad.
Yeah, thank you, Lily. How awesome. Great job. And how cool that passed. And, I mean, this is a community that supports the athletics, supports the movement of what's going on, and recognizes the value of that in the community.
Always nice to see when a city and a township can vote those things through and they recognize the importance of the school systems and the facilities, and obviously, you know, the program that Phil Yancey's helped to build here. If there's a way of getting them improved field conditions, I mean, obviously they take great care of this, but if you can get something laid down with nice turf, obviously probably more sustainable over time, less maintenance, and nice to see the school behind those efforts, and really good report there.
No doubt. Jacob Furcus steps to the plate. The lefty will face Cole Duhame, lefty on lefty, as we start the bottom half of the third.
Yeah, the thing that's so tough about Duhame, as far as trying to piece a rally together, he's just not going to go out there and walk 2 or 3 guys in an inning. He's always in and around the strike zone, which means if you're going to put up a crooked number, you got to get 3 or 4 hits. That's hard to do.
Yeah.
You got to mix in a free pass, and he's just not one to do that.
No, he's not. He's got the Furcus thinking fastball. Pulled the string on him. Cole has yet to give up a hit in this game through 2 innings. 2 innings and a third. Kaki will complete the strikeout, and there is 1 up and 1 down here in the 3rd inning.
Yeah, Duhame really going with that changeup with 2 strikes. They're having a hard time staying in on it. Really a great out pitch there with 2 strikes, and you'd like to see the Chiefs just kind of focus in a little bit. That ball tailed away from Kaki quite a bit, but the hitter not quite aware until it was too late. Might have actually been able to make a play of that had he started on his jaunt immediately.
No doubt. So here is Dayton Miller, the 9-hitter. Miller was projected to start this game on the mound, but a late scratch put him in center field.
I imagine maybe game 2 we'd see him on the mound, or we're not sure of those plans yet, but obviously a talented guy, a guy that can roam the outfield confidently. He's a good pitcher as well. Potentially a community college player, maybe a transfer to a Wayne or Davenport down the road.
Pitch inside off the glove. He's their leader. And this is a guy that, as you mentioned, on the mound, he's been one of the dudes. But he's trying to get something rolling here at the plate with 1 out here in the 3rd. That is shot to center, and that is off the glove of Neshoff. Miller, in his true leader ways, gets the party started with 1 out and breaks the seal on Duhame.
Yeah, what did Coach Yancey tell us this week? He said that Miller has hit a ton of line drives this year right at people. Sure enough, it's one right on the button, and Neshoff almost comes up with it. So kind of been a tough luck offensive year for Miller, but happy to get that one down, get some traffic here against Duhame.
Here's Owen Delano, the leadoff man. We'll see what they've got cooking with Miller at first.
Pat Bush letting us know the difference in workload thus far. Duhame just 32 pitches to Surma, who's approaching 70 at 67 pitches. So quite the stark difference in the effort needed thus far from the 2 pitchers.
Strike called. It was a bluff at first and not running. Delano was sort of cut out for this job to come back to Huron. He transferred in the offseason, and it's felt like an old shoe. In the hole, throw to first, not in time. It's back-to-back hits for the Chiefs, who are chewing something up here in the 3rd that tastes kind of good.
Yeah, nice job there, putting the ball in play. Sometimes you don't have to hit it that hard. You get this thick infield grass, ball kind of moving through slowly. Nothing that Mangiapane could do. Miller was hustling down, so there was no play at second. Obviously, really no play to be made on the speedy Delano going to first. Delano.
Here's Noah Banis, who was the only other Chief to reach prior to this inning. So back-to-back hits. And Huron trying to get something rolling. Nothing like the present to do it with a guy like Banis. Big numbers this year offensively for Banis.
Yeah, 554. Those aren't numbers that you see very often.
He's got 41 hits on the year. And if you get to 50 hits on the year,
yeah,
that's all state territory
sure
automatically. You're in the discussion. You're probably a lock for 1st or 2nd or 3rd team. That one's well upstairs. And now Duhame a little bit out of sorts. Folks have shown they can get to Duhame. It's not easy, and it doesn't happen often, but he is Tadable.
3-0, not a count that you see typically throughout any of Duhame's starts.
Banis waits on Duhame, taking all the way, and it's a 4-pitch walk. His second of the game, which was also a 4-pitch walk. And it was to Banis.
And we've seen Duhame kind of, like you say, you kind of get in these spots in a little trouble. What makes him so good, and the elite pitchers in the state, are they get themselves in this spot and they know how to work themselves out of it. So we'll see. I mean, you have Surma, you have Muzzy, so you have the guys up that you want up, bases loaded, you can get right back in this game, but Duhame just tends not to give in. But a key at bat here with 1 out and the bases loaded.
Yes, sir. Broder Kaki, or excuse me, not Broder Kaki behind home plate. It is Broder Kaki. Boy, he looks like he grew a couple inches in between innings.
In between innings.
Bases are juiced. Miller at third, Delano at second, Banis at first. And Jackson Surma trying to help his cause, pardon the pun.
Yeah, big opportunity, even just to get a couple. You don't have to get all 5 back here, but if they can figure out a way to score a couple, make this a 2 or 3 run game, that would be huge here for New Boston Huron.
Next offering is low. Surma was the team MVP as a freshman and sophomore. Kind of makes his junior year this year a pretty high buildup to be a 3-time team MVP. Swinging a foul on an off-speed pitch, just a junior. Tough kid, as coach says, and just unfazed. Nothing rattles him. And he's in a big spot here, Joey, to help his team out, who trails by 5 here in the third.
Only 5 strikeouts on the year, too, for Surma. Pretty impressive for a 3-hole hitter, but that's tough assignment here. 2 strikes against Duhame.
Ground ball up the middle. Chopper's going to get through the hole. Into score comes Miller. Delano right behind, and Owen will score as well. And this lead has been trimmed with 1 out, and the tying run is coming to the plate. We've got a ball game.
Huge at bat there from Surma with a 1-2 count against a guy like Duhame. Just a huge chopper up the middle. You could sort of tell by the topspin on that ball. Once it took that final bounce, it was probably going to make its way to the outfield. Aggressive coaching from Yancey gets 2 in. Whole new ball game here.
That'll bring up Cash Muzzy, who's having a fantastic season as well, batting .463. And he's the hits leader on this team with 44. Swing and a miss. So 3 hits in this inning have driven home a couple and have the Chiefs feeling optimistic. The gun back to second, and he is safe, but not without the cat key rifle getting unleashed here downriver.
Yeah, good idea there, and a smart play from Chase pulling in behind the runner. And I think if Cat Key gets that throw to the shortstop side of the bag, they probably do nail him. Fortunate there for Banis. You really can't afford to make an out here on the bases if you're the Chiefs.
So the inning started with a Miller single and a Delano single. Then a walk to Banis. And the Surma 2-run single. MVP-like play. And we're at 3-1 now. This is the tying run at the plate in this third inning in game 1 of this doubleheader.
Yeah, Duhame, who looked so sharp through the first 2 innings, kind of losing that slot here a little bit in the third.
Runner at second, Banis. Runner at first is Surma, and that's a strike. And that'll run it full with 1 out. See if the runners make a move here.
Like a guy like Muzzy, you generally expect if it's a strike, he'll put the ball in play.
Yep.
Also just 7 strikeouts on the year.
Runners not going. It's ball 4. So Duhame's 4th walk today and his 2nd in this inning.
Yeah, everything was right around the strike zone. He was working the changeup in that first couple innings, and just goes to show you, if he gets ahead of you, if you're 0-2, 1-2, you're dead. But if you can kind of keep the count in your favor, maybe you work your way on, and they have the bases loaded again.
And their top home run hitter on the year is up, and he drives one high and deep to left, way back to the track, and caught by Neshov. Banis will tag and score. Surma will tag and go to 3rd, and it's a 5-3 ball game on a deep drive by their biggest power hitter that works for an RBI.
That was almost 6-5. It was probably just a little bit off the end of the bat. If he gets that more on the barrel, we're probably looking at a 1-run lead, and a nice play by Neshov tracking that one down. We've seen other outfielders in the game struggle with the way that the trajectory of the ball is being affected by the wind. He got that ball confidently.
So that'll bring up Aiden Sonato, the catcher.
Yeah, Yancey talked about kind of the bonus, getting the offense from a guy like Sonato at catcher, hitting over 350 in a big spot here to try and make this a 1-run game if he can put one in play for a single.
Duhame quickly ahead, though. Runners at the corners. 3 runs in for the Chiefs. We're battling back against Duhame, the Virginia commit, who pitched in the Catholic League championship game against Orchard Lake St. Mary's last week and did take an L. And that was his first of the year. That one slapped the center. Neshov is there, and he makes the catch. Side retired, but not before. A trio of runs by the Chiefs. And as promised, we've got a ball game. Scott Christie is next. Stick around. Back with more on the prep right after this. The law offices of Aaron D. Cox. It was founded on a theory of excellence and exceptional client service. Our firm is devoted to real estate development, property management, landlord-tenant, debt collection, quiet title actions, large operator legal support, and ancillary real estate matter in between. We can assist you, your company, and your investors. Our team of experienced attorneys has litigated all aspects of these matters, and we know your business and all of the legal implications inside and out. We have a tremendous support staff focused on service and client communication. Whether you're facing a complex legal issue or simply need guidance on a legal matter, our experienced attorneys are here to provide you with the personalized attention and representation you deserve. Contact us today at 734-287-3664 or AaronCoxLaw.com.
Lowering the shoulder. Swing and a miss. McGinley scores!
Five to 3, your score. We've got a special guest in the house. Say hello to the owner and president, co-owner and president of CMAC Transportation, one of the sponsors of this broadcast, Mr. Scott Christie. Good to see you, sir. How are you?
I'm doing well. Thank you for having me.
You bet. We appreciate your sponsorship and patronage and believing in this community, and you're a big part of it, not only with CMAC and what you've done, but you also coach football for the Chiefs. So you know what this place is all about, and so far we can see it's pretty special.
It is. These kids are they're special. I had them when they were all freshmen, and to see that how much they progressed, not only in baseball but football and all the other sports they're in, it's been great. They're great kids, great families, good parents, and I'm privileged to be here. So.
And you touched on it. There's a lot of multi-sport athletes. Some baseball players you're seeing here that you saw in football as well. That's got to be fun.
It is. It's good to see them have success in all their sports.
Broder Kaki leads off and gets hit on the first pitch up near the wrist. And he's going to walk that thing off, but we all know those things don't tickle. and good to see him looking okay. Not the way that the Chiefs wanted to start this inning after they just got 3 runs of their own. So we'll see how Jackson Surma responds with the runner on and his team just scoring 3 runs to make this a little more fun early on. On a windy day on this Memorial Day weekend. So glad you're with us on the prep. There's a pinch runner that is checked in, and it's number 44. That's Bryce Milliner, another freshman. Tristan Turner, the batter, the Western Michigan commit, throw back to first. So CMAC Transportation, you guys do a lot of sponsorship of athletics. I know you kind of get the movement. There goes the runner to second, and he is out at second base. Gunned down by the catcher, Mr. Sonato. And how about it, another look? It was in plenty of time to get Milliner. How about that throw?
Great throw.
A lot of similarities in the way that a catcher will throw down to second and the way a quarterback will throw an out route or a pass, right?
Absolutely.
Some similarities there. So the bases are erased. 3-1 the count with 1 out. Surma settling in and trying to keep this lead at just 2 runs. Tristan Turner, the batter still. And he rockets one deep to left and right at Sonato. You can't hit it any harder, but right on the spot. And the catch by Furcus, actually, in left field.
Another outstanding baseball, 3-sport athlete.
Is that right?
Yeah,
so
football, baseball. Yeah, he's one of the young men that when Taylor won the World Series, he was on that World Series team. I think he had a no-hitter in that run. So, great kid.
How about it? Pretty impressive. We covered the Grosse Pointe team that went to the Little League World Series, and I forget that the Taylor had a team as well.
Yeah, they won the whole thing. It was amazing.
Unbelievable. I mean, they have this state in such, 30 minutes away, 30 miles, and 2 programs that have gone all the way. There's a foul tip into the glove. Well, Taylor went all the way. Grosse Pointe did not. They made it far, but did not win it. So this is the left-handed hitting Jackson Hafner, and Surma gets him down on strikes. Scott, it was too quick to let you go. Stick around.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate that. I will.
How about it? Surma bounces back, and the Chiefs are meaning business as we roll to the bottom half of the 4th. For over 25 years, CMAC Transportation has delivered reliable logistics solutions across Michigan and beyond. As a service-disabled, veteran-owned business, CMAC combines leadership, technology, and customer-focused service to keep supply chains moving. With nearly 1 million square feet of warehousing space, advanced real-time tracking, and a growing fleet, CMAC specializes in truckloads, shuttling, warehousing, and expedited freight. Big company capabilities, small company service. CMAC Transportation, veteran-led, technology-driven, and customer-focused. Learn more at www.cmactrans.com. There you see Phil Yancey, the head coach. In his 10th year, he coached softball for a minute, but realized that baseball, well, that's the thing, and he has done his duties here and done it quite well. 221 wins and taken this club to the Final Four back in 21. And this guy's been a part of pro baseball before. He was a part of the Blue Jays system. And the leader of this baseball team, Phil Yancey, I know you've got high regard for him as well.
He does. He's a great job. He did a great job with the kids, and he's done it for a long time at a high level. And it's a nice program to try to emulate. He does a nice job with the kids.
and sometimes working with other sports. You know, football has to work with baseball sometimes, and we'll get back to that in a moment. That's another hit up the middle for the Chiefs, who put on some hitting shoes before the third inning. This time it's Max Morse with a single up the middle to start things for the Chiefs. Nice piece of hitting. But working with a guy like Phil Yancey as the football, you guys get to communicate and work together and have some synergy. That makes for a good situation.
Yeah, I think we both want the same things. We want great athletes on the field, and we want great kids out in the community as well. So a lot of the same alignment as far as goals and how we want the kids to respond, and they put the time and the effort in to make sure these kids have a great season and great facilities and everything else. So yeah, he's a class act, and Huron's lucky to have him.
Throw back to first, not in time. We're with the co-owner and president of CMAC Transportation, Mr. Scott Christie, one of the sponsors, good enough to join us. Tying run to the plate. This was a Chief team that was down 5-0 at the end of the second and going into the bottom of the third, but new life as they continue their regular season journey. Big win last night over Flat Rock.
It's a big rival. That's always a big win. So
huge, and that clinched the league title, I believe, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so I mean, not only you beat your rival, but you clinched the league on their field. I saw some of the photos. There were some nice photos taken on their field. Why not?
It's a nice little rivalry between both. So they've I'm sure had a few pictures on our field before too when they've had some success. So I think it goes around, comes around kind of thing, right?
No doubt. You got to flex when you can.
Absolutely.
Nothing wrong with that. Full count, nobody out, runner not going, and it's ball 4. It's the 5th walk of the day for Cole Duhame. And head coach Bob Riker calls time, and he wants to talk, and this could be a change, and I think it is. We'll step aside. Timeout from New Boston Huron. We're back in a moment here on the Prep. Chest pain and shortness of breath are common warning signs, but heart symptoms can also be subtle. Jaw pain, neck pain, back or shoulder discomfort, nausea, lightheadedness, cold sweats, unusual fatigue, or indigestion. It may all be reasons to talk to your doctor at Corazon Imaging, CCTA. It's a non-invasive test that directly visualizes your coronary arteries, and it helps doctors detect disease before it becomes an emergency. A heart attack should not be your first symptom. Ask your doctor about Corazon Imaging or visit corazonimaging.com. Welcome back. Chad Bush, Scott Christie with you. New Boston Huron putting on a rally. Nobody out. And when your head coach comes to the mound and talks to you, that's supposed to straighten you up, right?
It should. It hopefully that works. And these kids from Huron, they're grinders, and I know they're going into their district next week. So all these games are big going in. So I knew they were going to give them a little shot. It just took a little longer than I expected to get warmed up.
This is a long game, this game of baseball. There's a lot left in this one, just halfway through the first game. And then we got another one. That was a bunt attempt by Miller, the guy who started the party with a base hit, back in the third inning. It was the 3-run third inning. Runner at second, Morse. Runner at first is Furcus. Squares to bunt, couldn't get it down. Back throw, not in time. A tough tag for the shortstop, Mangiapane. Here's another look at it. Boy, Kaki unleashing that throw. Made it close enough to keep you honest at second. If you're Morse, that's a big run, too.
He's made a couple big throws down to second base. Got a strong arm.
He does. The Vanderbilt commit, Broder Kaki. Block in front of the plate. Not much he could do there. Throws to third, not in time. Good instincts by Morse. to move up 60 feet. 90 feet. Another look at it here. Keeps it in front of him, but not a whole lot you could do. And Duhame's been keeping him honest behind home plate with the off-speed pitches. 2-2 pitch. There's a smack to right, and that is foul. A courtesy chase by Freddie Beyer, but a little tardy, and we'll sit at 2-2. There are 3 Millers on the roster. None are related. That's all I got. That was my best factoid of the day. I'm done, Scott.
Yeah, Dayton played football for us too. He's very
Did he?
Yeah, very
What
gifted
position?
kid. He was a wide receiver, and good jet guy. He's fast. He's a fast one. So
Little jet sweep.
yeah.
All right. Well, I can see why they got a button. 3-2. The fight continues. The pitch count for Duhame now climbs to 68. He just threw his 67th. 6-7. Full count, nobody out. And that is another walk. That's the 6th. And that might be the end of the line for Cole. There is some stirring in the Brother Rice dugout, but no moves yet. So, bases are juiced. Tying run at second. And to the plate comes the leadoff man, Owen Delano. In a big spot, this has been the guy that you want. Another football guy, right? Wide receiver?
Yes, wide receiver, quarterback. He's our punter. He can kick field goals. He's a very talented kid as well.
He's a legacy kid. His father, Dave, a 91 grad of New Boston, Huron. His grandfather, a 71 grad of New Boston, Huron. This kid belonged here, and he's got here in 2025. There is activity in the Brother Rice bullpen. It's Ethan Reedy, their top arm out of the pen, and the senior. Ooh. Turned on that changeup, and watch out, Mom. And watch out whoever's on the edge of that dugout. Bases loaded, 2 strikes. And Delano stays alive, and he's making Duhame work. That's pitch number 72. Delano having a big year after coming over from Livonia Stevenson. And he has been just the kind of guy you want to insert at the top of your lineup. Batting .380. And some extra base pop as well, as he's closing in on 40 hits this year and adjusting to a new team. He's known some of these guys, but it's not easy always to fit in. That one is swung on, driven to center, should drive in the run. Morse will tag at third, catch by Nishoff, and the throw is cut off. It's a sacrifice fly to center for Delano, and it's now 5-4 as Morse comes in. Did his job.
Yeah, and Owen, one thing about him, you know, when they transfer, they got to sit out the year. And there's a kid that he was at every football practice. He didn't miss. He was there, and even though he couldn't play, so it just shows you the character of the kid.
Comes from good stock. No surprise. Noah Banis, the batter. He has walked twice in this game. It's a 1-run game. A 4-0 run. Dribbler to second, and they won't get him. They couldn't get the speedy Noah Banis. It's another hit, and the bases are loaded. And the tying run is at first, or excuse me, is at third. Just a chopper, Scott.
Yep.
Just what the doctor ordered, and now it gets better for New Boston as Cole Duhane, the top lefty in the state of Michigan, departs. We'll step aside as well. Back with more as things are starting to spice up on this Memorial Day weekend. So glad you're with us on The Prep. Jane didn't have crushing chest pain. She was a little winded carrying groceries in from her car. Her doctor recommended CCTA at Corazon Imaging, a non-invasive test that directly visualizes the coronary arteries. With the right diagnosis, Jane's doctor acted quickly, and today she's back to living life with confidence. Women's heart symptoms can be subtle. A heart attack should not be your first symptom. Visit CorazonImaging.com. Chest pain and shortness of breath are common warning signs, but heart symptoms can also be subtle. Jaw pain, neck pain, back or shoulder discomfort, nausea, lightheadedness, cold sweats, unusual fatigue, or indigestion. It may all be reasons to talk to your doctor. At Corazon Imaging, CCTA, it's a non-invasive test that directly visualizes your coronary arteries, and it helps doctors detect disease before it becomes an emergency. A heart attack should not be your first symptom. Ask your doctor about Corazon Imaging or visit CorazonImaging.com. Reedy is in. Ethan Reedy, the senior right-hander. And this is one of their most trusted arms. One of the leaders, one of the 6 seniors on this Brother Rice team. They got 10 freshmen, 10 sophomores, and just 6 seniors. It's a young team, but Reedy's one of their veterans, one of their leaders, and he'll have quite a bit of responsibility now, Scott, with 1 out and the bases loaded. He will face the right-handed hitting Jackson Surma, the guy who is still on the mound for Huron. He says, wait a minute, I can get myself in position to get a win here? All I need is a hit? Yeah, all you need is a hit, but it's tougher than it sounds. He's got to face Reedy, who gets that breaking ball over for a strike. Furcus at third, Miller at second, Banis at first. 1 run in on the Owen Delano sacrifice fly to make this a 5-4 game. Brother Rice scored 5 in the second. Huron came back with 3 in the third and now 1 in the fourth. And they're a base hit away from taking the lead. Mr. MVP, what can you say about Jackson Surma? He's been clutch. He also has a 2-run single already in this game. Reedy, deep breath. And the slider's down and away. That'll level the count. The outfield is shaded. The left fielder, Turner, is in left center. And the second base side, bit of a shift right now as the wind continues to whip. It's a thing. We've seen it today, play tricks.
This weather has not been very friendly for baseball or any outdoor sports for that matter.
Reedy to the set and a late step out by Jackson Surma. And pitchers, no pitchers. And they know pitchers don't like that.
Yep. A little bit of gamesmanship there.
Exactly.
Make them think about it for a few more minutes.
The count is full. The sacks are full. It's a 1-run game. This is a leverage pitch. Got him on strikes. Reedy reached back and got it on the corner and painted it like Picasso.
It's a heck of a pitch.
There it is. Not out of hot water yet are the Warriors. There's still life for the Chiefs, and it comes in the way of Cash Muzzy. Muzzy, bouncer to second, should end the inning. Throw to first, and Reedy comes in and does his job, but the Chiefs chip away, and they get just a little bit closer. We got another half inning out of you, sir. Don't go anywhere.
Appreciate that. Thank you.
Back with more on the prep right after this. The law offices of Aaron D. Cox. It was founded on a theory of excellence and exceptional client service. Our firm is devoted to real estate development, property management, landlord-tenant, debt collection, quiet title actions, large operator legal support, and ancillary real estate matter in between. We can assist you, your company, and your investors. Our team of experienced attorneys has litigated all aspects of these matters, and we know your business and all of the legal implications inside and out. We have a tremendous support staff focused on service and client communication. Whether you're facing a complex legal issue or simply need guidance on a legal matter, our experienced attorneys are here to provide you with the personalized attention and representation you deserve. Contact us today at 734-287-3664 or AaronCoxLaw.com. Scott Christie is our guest of CMAC Transportation. Scott, CMAC's everywhere. We see it on TV. We see him on the roads. You guys have built a giant in the logistics world. Tell folks out there a little bit more about CMAC.
Yeah, we're a disabled veteran-owned company. My father was in the Vietnam War, and we're in our 25th anniversary this year, so congratulations to all my staff. We couldn't do it without them, but yeah, we've been very blessed, and my dad being in the trucking industry for over 60 years, it's definitely a help.
That's awesome. We thank him for his service as well.
We appreciate that.
Yeah, absolutely. Pat the Stat to your left is also a Vietnam veteran.
Awesome.
My father. Stanton looks at a strike, and Surma's come out with a purpose, Scott, in this fifth inning.
Yeah, Jackson's he's a heck of a player as well.
Football guy?
I wish. We've been trying to get him to play for the last few years, and I haven't been successful yet. Doesn't mean I won't keep trying, but he's been ducking me a little bit, trying to do what he does. But no, he's a great baseball player, and I understand. So,
no doubt. Quarterback? Do you think he would be pegged for?
He's got some size. He might be a tight end or maybe even a little slotter.
All right, you've got some ideas. I like it. Fly ball to right, and tracking it is Russo, and had to play the merry-go-round a little bit. So out is Byer, and that'll bring up the rookie, number 39, Connor Yurt. This is the kind of inning that if you're Surma and you're the Chiefs, you needed a shutdown inning, something they really haven't had much of in this game, a 1-2-3. But they got a chance to do it here, and now back-to-back innings. Yurt, the DH today, has flown out to center and grounded out. He got his first start yesterday at Grosse Pointe South, and Brother Rice's 8-1 win over the Mac White program, and he had a couple hits, and Bob Riker says, you know what, I'm going to keep him in the lineup today. Still trying to find his DH and his left fielder late in the season. It just goes to show you, I mean, they're ranked number 1 in D1, and Huron's ranked 2 in Division II. I mean, these are two prize programs, and they're still looking for some answers.
Absolutely. And Brother Rice has been doing it for many years as well, really, really well, so they're a hell of a program.
They sure are, as are yours, sir. Scott, thanks for swinging through. Thanks for the sponsorship.
Absolutely.
CMAC Transportation. Go find them. Back with more in this one-run affair as we go to the fifth. For over 25 years, CMAC Transportation has delivered reliable logistics solutions across Michigan and beyond. As a service-disabled, veteran-owned business, CMAC combines leadership, technology, and customer-focused service to keep supply chains moving. With nearly 1 million square feet of warehousing space, advanced real-time tracking, and a growing fleet, CMAC specializes in truckloads, shuttling, warehousing, and expedited freight. Big company capabilities, small company service. CMAC Transportation, veteran-led, technology-driven, and customer-focused. Learn more at www.cmactrans.com. Bob Riker, the bench boss. He played baseball and hockey and football at Brother Rice. Was later drafted by the Tigers. And he was an assistant under Ron Kalzinski. And he has taken this program to 9 Catholic League titles, a state title. In the last 15 years, Riker has advanced 45 guys out of the next level. It's a factory. And he's been at the head of it after learning from the great Ron Kalzinski, who he took over for. Brother Rice has got their baseball program buttoned up under Riker. Swing and a miss. Reedy is on in relief. We welcome back Joey Yashinsky to the booth. Hi, Joey. Did you do anything fun in your inning and a half?
Just trying to keep warm. I mean, I don't know when the spring and summer is supposed to hit. I don't know. Typically, I feel like late May, we're kind of generally in that mode where you can put on a T-shirt, but
I know, man.
It hasn't happened.
Welcome to Michigan and Memorial Day weekend. Aren't pools supposed to be opening today?
I thought so.
My wife said she was going to a pool. I don't know if I believe her.
Sounds like an indoor pool.
Yeah. Swing and a miss. Got him on strikes. Russo is out for the second time today via the K.
And you really see why Bob Riker refers to Ethan Reedy as his most trusted arm out of the pen. You saw what he did in the bottom of the 4th. Coming in, bases loaded, 1 out. Cole Duhayman a whole lot of trouble, able to get out of there, still leading 5-4, picking up his teammate in a big way. Strikeout here to start the 5th. Nice outing thus far for Reedy.
Here's Sonato, who spokes one to center. Neshoff is on it, and he hauls it in. Tougher than it looked, with a screamer and the wind blowing in center field. He made it look easy. It's not.
Yeah, he's a big-time security blanket to have out in center. The way that he could get into the gaps, he could go back on balls. We know that the speed that he possesses on the bases, but when he takes it out there defensively, really a huge asset, especially when you kind of might be mixing in some younger players on the corner at times.
Yep. Getting ahead is Reedy. Fastball in the outside corner. Reedy is committed to Oakland University. He'll be a Golden Grizzly next year. Strike called. And Reedy coming in and changing the pace of this game. Tapper to short. Gonna have to hustle. Mangiapane. Throw to first, not in time. Throw was wide. I don't know if they would have got him anyway, Joey.
Pretty high chopper. Mangiapane did attack the ball. He came in and charged it. Didn't let the ball play him. But not much you can do against a speedy runner on a high chopper like that. Good throw. Maybe it's a very close play, but obviously pulled Stanton off the bag.
So that'll bring up Furcus with 2 outs and a man on.
Yeah, as difficult as it is, that play may only be made with a bare hand potentially.
Yeah.
Having to make that transfer probably a little too much time.
Brother Rice has 5 runs on 7 hits. The Chiefs 4 runs on 6 hits. But this was Brother Rice had 5 runs on 7 hits, and the Chiefs had 0 runs and no hits and 2 errors to show. And then they flipped the script in the 3rd, and they've gone on a run. They've got 4 runs and 6 hits, and Rice has been shut down since.
You talked about
Been
the
a game of
mentality.
runs.
You talked about the mentality of the New Boston Huron team, and they really don't give up in games. I mean, that was the mentality of the 2021 team. Yancey said that this club has kind of personified that as well.
Another K by Reedy, and he puts up a 0, his 3rd strikeout of the day. Back with more in this 1-run affair on the prep right after this. Introducing Corazon Imaging, the first medical practice in the country focused solely on coronary CT angiography, also known as CCTA. CCTA is a quick, non-insertive heart scan that lets doctors see inside your coronary arteries. It can help detect plaque and narrowing before they lead to a heart attack. Led by world-renowned cardiologist Dr. John Rumberger, Corazon Imaging brings advanced heart imaging expertise to 10 convenient locations across Southeast Michigan. A heart attack should not be your first symptom. Ask your doctor about CCTA at Corazon Imaging. Visit at corazonimaging.com. Ah, yes, the Warriors, 25-9-2. 2 ties. How do you get 2 ties? It happens. 616 boys strong out of the Catholic League in the Central Division. 3 state titles to their credit, last in 08. DJ LeMahieu, you may have heard about him. 3-time All-Star, 6-time Gold Glover, 2-time batting champ, and the newest manager of the Royal Oak Leprechauns. He's going to be managing in Luck City.
Luck City.
How about it? And he hired this pitching coach by the name of Bob Riker.
He's got some years behind him. He's got some experience.
Fly ball to right field, and that's dropped in right by Russo. And credit to Mangiapane, who kept running. Mangiapane.
Boy, that's just kind of been the thorn in the side of the Chiefs today is outfield defense. I mean, you know that the wind is wreaking havoc with these balls, but like you say, look, good job by Mangiapane, the freshman, getting out of the box hard, never breaking stride. And Russo, who's had a very good year defensively in the outfield, just couldn't quite camp under that one. And a key 2-base error there in a game where they've been trying to scratch and claw to get this one tied.
And Phil Yancey's going to go out. You don't see this a whole lot. Yancey's going to come out, and I don't know. Is he going to make a move defensively?
Maybe checking on maybe an injury of some sort. If he's walking all the way out there, maybe something going on with Russo. We'll have to see. Maybe banged up a leg going after that ball or something like that, holding the knee.
Yeah, there's some attention out there to that left knee. You're right. And we'll try to see if there's something on the. I didn't see anything in that first replay we saw. We'll get another look here, Joey.
We take a look here on the replay. Looks like he's kind of under it. Maybe just a false step there at some point. It's tough to tell. Credit to Jackson Surma. Kind of an interesting start for him today. Gets out of the first cleanly, then that kind of nightmare second inning where everything went wrong, and credit to him for fighting back. You wouldn't expect a guy who gave up a 5-run inning to make it through and still be pitching here in the 6th.
You're not kidding. We'll step aside with a pause in the action in a 1-run game and nobody out and a man on. Back with more on the prep right after this. Chest pain and shortness of breath are common warning signs, but heart symptoms can also be subtle. Jaw pain, neck pain, back or shoulder discomfort, nausea, lightheadedness, cold sweats, unusual fatigue, or indigestion. It may all be reasons to talk to your doctor at Corazon Imaging, CCTA. It's a non-invasive test that directly visualizes your coronary arteries, and it helps doctors detect disease before it becomes an emergency. A heart attack should not be your first symptom. Ask your doctor about Corazon Imaging. or visit corazonimaging.com.
Lowering the shoulder. Swing and a miss. McGinley scores!
Jackson Surma back on the bump. We've got a substitution in right field. Joey, what do we have?
Yeah, kind of a funny looking play there. Didn't look like much on replay, but obviously Dominic Russo maybe tweaked the knee or leg a little bit, kind of going back on that ball, and they replace him with Alex Miller, the junior, coming in. A big defensive inning here for the Chiefs, trying to keep this a one-run deficit.
There's a bunt. It's a good one out in front by the freshman Chase. And it does the trick. It advances the runner to third. So the sacrifice bunt is solid by Chase. He does the job as Brother Rice in this one-run game tries to extend their lead. This was well done by the freshman.
Yeah, not something you see employed still at certain levels of baseball, as more and more emphasis is placed on the home run. You don't see as much move a guy over, but in a spot like this with a one-run lead, any insurance run is big. And nice job by Chase to get him over.
There you see the nice bunt in front, just enough to deaden it.
A very good defensive play by Surma as well.
That's right.
Not a given.
Runner at third. That's a critical run in this game. Neshoff, the batter, the leadoff man. Brother Rice had a 5-0 lead. And then Huron came back with 4 runs. 3 in the third, 1 in the fourth. It's been a game of runs, something you don't say a lot in baseball, more in basketball, but that's what we've got here today, partner.
Yeah, Rice obviously with the one big 5-run outburst, and then since then the bats have gone quiet. Credit to Surma for keeping him down, and kind of a big out here to try and get Neshov. That way you do have an open base when Katke comes up.
There's a shot to left, backpedaling is Furcus. He makes the catch, tagging and scoring from third is Mangiapane, and it's now 6-4 as Brother Rice gets that ever-important 2-run lead.
Yeah, nice job by Neshov getting that ball to the outfield. You know, anything deep enough is going to allow Mangiapane to score, and really that run comes as a result of the hustle of Mangiapane.
Yeah.
A lot of guys would have been on first on that kind of pop fly to right field. He makes himself get to second, sack bunt, sack fly, and a big 2-run lead now for the Warriors.
Here's the Vanderbilt commit, Broder Katke. He and Cash Muzzy grew up playing together. They played together for about 5 years. The families are super close, the Muzzies and the Katkes. And this is the top leader. You look at teams, and a lot of teams are looking for leaders these days. There's no doubt when you walk into that Brother Rice dugout, number 25 is the leader of this team.
Yeah, almost like a de facto senior, even if not.
Yeah, just a junior too. Good point.
Just a junior, but like you say, really part of that group of guys that are leading this Brother Rice team. Not only hitting .434, but the job that he does defensively as well.
Yep. Base is empty. Broder grounds it to third. Owen Delano up with it, fires it at the knees for out number 3. Side retired, but the Warriors get another run, and they now lead 6-4 as we go to the bottom of the 6th. And we've got a ball game still, a 2-run game, similar to what we saw last year in this battle between these two schools, now playing for the 3rd straight year. We've got an on-the-field report coming. Lily Delano, take it away.
Hi. Okay, so while originally committed to Duke since 8th grade, Broder Katke stayed locked in for years before deciding to step away and commit to Vanderbilt. After the new rule of no communication with college coaches landed shortly after his commitment, he no longer had the same contact he had before. So while remaining calm, he reopened his recruitment and evaluated what choice would be best for him next. Unbeknownst to him, the staff that was originally at Duke had transferred over to Virginia. He checked out that option, but it was no comparison to the beautiful campus, strong academics, and great baseball program that Vanderbilt had. He is now leading his team and hoping to take that champion title home this year. Thank you.
Thanks, Lily. Appreciate that. Yeah, Broder Kaki, originally a Duke commit, and changed that around. Coaching staff left, went to Virginia. He says, I'm going to try this Nashville school called Vanderbilt. And boy, what a great decision. I mean, you can't go wrong either way.
Yeah.
And Vandy's a great place to be. Nashville, a wonderful town. And the education at Vanderbilt, the Ivy of the SEC, as they call it.
I mean, it's really been a baseball powerhouse for decades now.
That too.
Yeah, just, churning out a lot of big-time talent that have made their way to the big leagues. Talk about David Price or a slugger like Pedro Alvarez, who had a lot of good years with the Pirates. They took out Michigan in the championship a couple years ago as well. So Broder Kaki, obviously a huge addition down there for the Commodores.
Yes, sir. Reedy back on the bump and doing what he does, getting ahead of hitters. And the leadoff man in this inning is Dayton Miller, and Miller smacks one to right, hit hard, but right at Freddie Beyer for out number one, a loud out.
I don't think you can hit a ball much harder than that, Chad. And Beyer was right there, great position, and makes the running grab. Made it look easier than it was. That ball was really tagged. Yancey talked about that a little bit, that his lineup at times this year has been just kind of bitten by that bug where hard hit balls have been right at fielders.
Ball hit off the plate. Reedy's throw is too tall, and Delano is safe, and he's going to keep going. The ball is on the deck, and Delano heads to second base. Meanwhile, Michael Stanton, the first baseman, appears to be a bit dinged up. Here's another look.
Very strange play, just an innocent chopper back to Reedy. Plenty of time, but the throw lifts Stanton off the bag. It might have come down on his face potentially. It was both batter and runner went down. Batter and fielder.
Great awareness by Delano to get to second base, and Stanton getting looked at now by Bob Riker. Here's another look. Went up with it, and I think
he was so committed to trying to find foot to bag that he sort of forgot to just break his fall with an arm or something, and kind of face, head took the worst of it. And high school baseball in Michigan, pretty cutthroat. You see the ball laying there, even if a guy's in peril, I'm getting 90 more feet. So these guys are out here competing.
Stanton, a tough cookie. He's back up and at it.
Another look there, and we kind of see, just an awkward fall there. I think he was really maybe expecting, almost like when you're walking downstairs and you think there's going to be a step and there's not. I think maybe he thought
braced for
coming
the ground
down on the base or something, and there was nothing.
So it keeps things alive, and Banis will ground to short. Mangiapano up with it, and he throws it in the dirt. And I don't think they were going to get the speedy Banis anyway. And so now, with one out, you got runners at the corners and some dribblers. If you're Reedy, you got to be frustrated.
Yeah, I mean, a left-handed hitter up there, so they're going to get down the line quicker. And I think Mangiapane there, when he looks back on that play, is going to probably think, I need to come get that ball. Generally, as a shortstop, unless it's a really hard hit ball, you want to be coming forward and fielding that. He kind of fielded that flat-footed, almost probably not even worth throwing it. There was no way they were going to get Banis.
Swing and a miss. Mangiapane is not the typical shortstop for Brother Rice. It's their left fielder, who's the regular shortstop, and that's Tristan Turner. They're experimenting with some things as Brother Rice in these final days of the regular season.
Yeah, I think and Riker talked about even in Game 2 potentially getting another young guy in there in Bryce Milner. So I think he wants to see, can we kind of steal some outs there at short and let Turner play left, where he's been very good as well. And Mangiapane has made plays today. That one there, maybe one that he would like to have been a little more aggressive on.
Tying run at first. And Kaki's going to fire back to first. Meanwhile, coming home is Delano. Steals a run. The throw to first, but Owen Delano was on it. And that's twice in this inning. He's advanced by a bag with some high IQ plays.
That's really heads-up base running. I mean, that snap throw to first, generally not something that's going to take enough time where you say, now I can go advance. But if you get a big secondary lead off third and you react right away on that throw, the first baseman obviously has to turn around, throw blind back to the plate. So just incredibly heads-up play there by Delano to tie the game or get down 1.
6-5. Strike called off speed pitch to the right-handed hitter Jackson Surma. 2 RBIs already in this game. And still the pitcher of record. That one's grounded up the middle, and that will be a tag out. They'll get just 1. They'll tag the runner Banis going from first to second. There's 2 outs, and Surma will stay put at first. He represents the tying run. Sorry, Joey.
No, smart play there by Chase. Generally, that is the best way to get that double play, the quick tag, and it's a short throw to first, but maybe couldn't quite get the transfer quick enough. Would have been big for Reedy to get out of it there with just 1 ground ball. But it's funny, you talk about, I mean, sometimes coaches, what they tell you, it's just coach speak. Hey, we have a team, we never say die, we never stop fighting. But are they really embodying that? This new Boston Huron team really lives up to Yancey's claims, and here's a game they're down 5-0, give up a run last inning, they fight back and claw back with another one here. Really a group you see that just fights regardless of the score.
You bet. This is Cash Muzzy, the shortstop. 0 for 2 today. He's been on base once with a walk. There goes the runner, and that was, I don't know if he swung or not, but the ball gets beyond Kaki, and the runner advances to second. That's the tying run now. Not sure what happened there, but.
You're right. I mean, he was eluding it, but it also looked like kind of an attempt. That's really kind of a tricky call there.
It is. Did they appeal down to second?
It's 2-1, so I think it was a ball, but in getting out of the way of that, he kind of brought the bat around. It's a little bit of a funny exchange.
Tying run at second. Brother Rice leads by just the hair on their chinny chin, 1 run. Outside corner strike called as Reedy rockets one in. Reedy has struck out 5 through 2 innings.
Reedy almost, Muzzy with almost 50 hits on the year. No better time for a single right now and try and tie the game here for New Boston Huron. Been clawing back throughout the afternoon. A golden opportunity to make it 6-6 here with a single.
There's a shot down the line. That's a fair ball. That's going to score the tying run. Surma in to score. And it's a 2-out game-tying double down the line from Cash Muzzy. And we're knotted up at 6.
Yeah, we know how good a hitter that Cash Muzzy is. We kind of hadn't seen it come to fruition yet today. Some long at-bats, tough strikeout. That time just curls it right inside the third baseline. Huge double there for Muzzy. Amazingly, a game they once trailed 5-0, and they have now climbed back to make it 6-6 in the 6th.
How about it? This is the kind of game we expected. Just didn't quite expect a 5-0 run, a 4-0 run, and then how about it? With 2 runs, the Chiefs have knotted it at 6. And Phil Yancey says this discussion, we need to have a lengthy discussion. He's gone to his bench. He's checked in Braden Mazer. So Mazer will pinch hit here.
And kind of carbon copies, too. We saw that 5-run inning aided in large part to that misplay in left. And here, an innocent chopper back to Reedy at pitcher. A high throw. They steal an extra base there. And kind of since then, they've been able to put the screws to Brother Rice.
He's in for Russo. Russo was injured, and we're being told by Lily Delano that it was a hyperextended left knee, and he ran into a little hole in the grass in the outfield.
Maybe like a sprinkler type thing, yeah.
Yeah, more like a chipmunk hole.
Uh-huh.
Check swing, did he go? Yes. Called strike anyway. And Reedy, with that go-ahead run at second, starting to buckle down here against the pinch-hitting Mazer. Got him on strikes. That ends the inning. Not before 2 runs ties it. 6-6 as we go to the top of the 7th. A dream of a matchup, and it's lived up to the billing. Ben thought it was just indigestion, a little pressure after meals, some chest discomfort, and some unusual fatigue. But his doctor recommended a closer look. At Corazon Imaging, Ben had a non-invasive CCTA, a heart scan that directly visualizes the coronary arteries. It helped find a serious blockage before it became a heart attack. Today, Ben is back to work, coaching his son's Little League team and enjoying his family. A heart attack should not be your first symptom. Ask your doctor about CCTA at Corazon Imaging.
Look, everybody wanna go and talk. At the same time, gotta walk it. Better yet, run, go, hit a lick, divvy up with my homies, and we do it all again. Whenever we get it, there's no hesitation.
Well, the Brother Rice Warriors, yeah, it's been a pipeline, no doubt. You look at DJ LeMahieu, and look at all the Division I players currently active right now as Brother Rice graduates. And Dowd is at Florida State, and Chase Vandermeet at Notre Dame, and Cole at Michigan State. I mean, the list goes on and on and on. And, of course, the commits, Broder Kaki, Cole Duhame, and Tristan Turner, the 3 Division I commits. Those are just Division I guys. Never mind the D2, the D3, the JUCO. That's an impressive list that very few schools can match.
Yeah, if you're playing baseball for Brother Rice and you do so for a couple years, good chance that you're going to be able to play at the next level as well.
This guy's going to play at the next level. Tristan Turner, he's in left field today, not his regular shortstop position, and he's ahead on Surma 2-0. And this is the kind of inning where you don't want to give the leadoff man a free pass with 4 pitches.
Nothing worse than a leadoff walk in a tight game late. Somehow they just come around to score more often than you would with a base hit. It's just kind of angering the baseball gods to start the inning off with a walk, but a good fight back there, 3-0 from Surma.
Just a smidgen in the zone, and he walked him there. So Turner says that was the same pitch last time. He called it a strike.
Not going to get another break there if you're Surma.
No. It has been a well-official game. John Kibble is your home plate umpire. Mike Henniger on the base. So Brother Rice gets the dream scenario. A man on first with nobody out. And they now will bring up Jackson Hafner, who's had a double today. And a great season for the sophomore lefty, who's shown some time on the mound as well. We might see him in relief at some point today.
And generally today, when Brother Rice has had base runners, they've been on the move quickly in the next count. So we'll see if Turner has those ideas with 19 steals on the year.
There's a great bunt by Hafner. 1 play only for Delano. He'll have to go to first and does record the out. But the 4-hitter lays down a beautiful bunt, and that's a nice skill set for Hafner to show off.
Yeah, nice small ball there. Every run counts. Tie game here. You get the guy down to second, you give a good opportunity to both Stanton and Byer with the potential go-ahead run there on second base.
Stanton 1 for 3 today. He has one of the 8 hits for Brother Rice. Jackson Surma has gone all the way for the Chiefs. That one's driven to right, deep, way back, and it's off the wall. In to score comes Turner. He'll make it standing up, and the Warriors lead it 7-6.
Big time swing from Stanton, especially after the challenging bottom half of the inning he had on defense. Kind of an awkward collision with the ground, and shakes off the cobwebs for a huge RBI double over the head of the new right fielder.
Yes, sir. And there's a change at the pitcher position. We'll step aside. We're back to tell you all about the new hurler for Huron right after this.
All right, this is Adam. Take 2. Mark?
I guess.
I go like this.
The best part about playing football in Texas has to be the reaction from the community.
I want to encourage others to play volleyball or choir because you get to experience new things and do stuff that you've never done before. My reason why is passion.
My reason why is pride.
My dad and my grandfather are officials. I've grown up around officials and seeing how much they enjoy being part of the games. As a student athlete, I've always appreciated the people out there who are willing to give back to the kids. The Legacy program lets me officiate while I'm still in high school, working younger kids' games. Officiating gives me a better understanding of the game. I get to make some pretty good money for a high school kid, and I even get to spend some quality time with my dad. There's help wanted. Just whistle.
The day is over for Jackson Surma. The new pitcher is the tall lefty by the name of Ryan Fisher, the senior.
You know, it's funny, in a game where you look and you say Surma gives up 7 runs, what kind of day was it? I think it was an impressive outing. He fought hard. That second inning was kind of a tough inning. You lose an out on a pop-up to left. Who knows, maybe you only give up 1 or 2 or 3, but it becomes 5. Then he clears the way the rest of the way, scoreless until late in the game, allows his offense to get back. So I think a gritty effort from Surma that is going to look a little differently than it might appear on the box score.
No doubt. So that'll bring up Freddie Byer, who has a home run in this game. He hit his second of the year to start things in the Brother Rice second inning that surmounted to a 5-run inning. There's a shot to right. That's down the line. That's going to score another run. Powalczyk, the pinch runner, is in to score. Headed for third is Byer, and he's got the 2 toughest parts of the cycle, a triple and a home run. 8-6, Brother Rice putting up a 2 spot here in the 7th.
Gosh, there was so much momentum in this ball yard after the Chiefs tied the game in the bottom of the 6th. Then what does a team like Brother Rice do? They immediately come back with 2 of their own. Big time triple there. Great offensive day for Freddie Byer with a home run and a triple. Big insurance run there to go from 7-6 to 8-6. And a tough assignment for Alex Miller, the junior, to have to come into right field and suddenly all the balls are coming at you. First at bat here on the day, Bobby Smith, the freshman. So Riker getting another freshman an opportunity in a close game, giving Bobby Smith an at bat here for Connor Yurt.
A couple of Smiths on the club, a sophomore Smith and a freshman Smith, but This is another rookie in a big spot, Joey. Trying to add that third run. 2 runs feel better than 1, but 3's kind of that comfort zone.
Yeah, beyond just the bloop and a blast, and all he's got to do really is put one in play here.
Too tall for the tall drink of water. Bobby Smith, what does he look, about 6'7"?
Sure does.
My goodness, Rick Palmer's got to be drooling over this kid, trying to get him to play basketball. 3-1, swung on and driven high and deep to left, and that ball is long gone. The rookie with a 2-run shot to left to break this thing open. It's 10-6.
Big time swing there for the freshman. Enters a game in the 7th inning, gets a huge reception from his team. Warriors obviously extremely fired up. Look at that swing there from Bobby Smith. Really just needs a fly ball, but he says, well, let's just put one over the fence, get 2 runs here instead of 1. Nice managing there by Riker. Pulls Yurt, gives an at-bat to Bobby Smith, rewarded with a 4-bagger.
Ground ball up the middle. To his left, couldn't get it, was Cash. And it's into center field. It's another hit for Damo Mangiapane, his 2nd of the day. And here comes Trevor Chase to try to keep this train a-rolling.
It's funny, even though baseball is a game in which it's obviously an individual endeavor when you step to the plate, somehow hitting is contagious. So one guy gets on, the next guy hits it hard, someone hits a homer, it just works like that. We saw them through the middle innings kind of hit that slog as they get a steal there from Mangiapane, but you really see how they feed off each other's energy here, and took a 6-6 game, and in the blink of an eye, they're back up 4.
It's that championship mentality. And it's been an offense for Brother Rice that, look, I mean, they were shut out by St. Mary's in the Catholic League Championship. It's an offense that could score runs. They knew they were better than that. And they've shown it today.
Swept at home by St. Mary's as well.
Right.
A few weeks ago.
So there's some things for this club to, a lot of #1 teams in the state of Michigan, they've are undefeated. Rice has lost 9 times and tied twice. But they've played some great competition, some tough teams, just like Huron has. But the 9 losses is kind of
not what you're used to.
Not what you're used to see a #1 team.
But are they kind of now, depending on what happens here today, the second game, maybe they're rounding into form just at the right time?
Well, you have all that youth. So, yeah, you think that they're just going to get better, and they have in the later stages. And it's all about that second season. Bob Riker talked about it. He says, we're just getting ready for the new season that's coming.
But how about the depth of talent when you can dial up a pinch hitter and we're scrambling through the, who's coming up to bat? Meanwhile, he hits it, 380 over left center. So a lot of options here for Riker.
Full count, runner at second, pitches to the screen. No advancement to third. It'll be a walk for Trevor Chase, and that'll go flip the lineup to the top, and here comes Neshoff.
What a big offensive day for a guy like Freddie Beyer. Home run early in the game, a big triple here. Talk about really start to extend that lineup of Brother Rice. You start to get contributions down there from Beyer, the freshmen that have impacted this game as well. Suddenly you have weapons 1 through 9 in the order.
Neshoff drives one to right, hit hard and right at Miller, who records the second out of the inning. Runners stay put at second and first. So a loud out, and that'll bring up Broder Kaki to the plate. The Vanderbilt commit. Guy who's driven in some runs this year, 21, to go with 4 home runs to lead the team. Again, a guy that has been friends with a lot of these players on Huron. Some good mojo between these two schools with players playing in the summer. Delano used to play on Kyle Galley's summer team. Foul back. John Kibble running a tight ship back there.
Doesn't want that foul ball sitting back there.
He told Turner to get busy, start working, go get the ball. He ain't playing. Off-speed pitch, strike called. Kaki wearing those tall socks with the legs pulled up.
Must have some different shin guards as well. I could have sworn last time it was a hot pink color when he came to bat. So
yeah, I think you're right. Fouled back. Broder Kaki catching, and he can do so much. I mean, he's catching on this team, and at the next level, there's probably multiple positions he could play. There's some options. Just a junior. 3-year starter. Ground ball to third. Delano with it. Throw to first. And the side retired, but not before a quadrant of runs in this top of the 7th. Give Brother Rice a little breathing room. They're +4. Love, Peace, and Threads Design Bar, a unique new fashion experience in downtown Milford. Get ready to elevate your style by stepping foot in their design shop. Love, Peace, and Threads Design Bar offers specialized collections of custom apparel. They've got custom denim jackets and sweatshirts to dresses and hats, and they've got a variety of options to choose from. Whether you're looking for a one-of-a-kind piece or you want to set a new fashion trend, their store has got you covered with endless customization options. But that's not all. Their design bar is also the perfect place for a fun and creative night out. And you can do a celebration, book a party, and bring the full experience. Gather your family or friends and design your own custom jacket, complete with patches and your own personal touches, and unleash your imagination and create something truly special with their hands-on design experience. Love, Peace, Threads Design Bar is more than just a store. It's a place where fashion meets creativity and community. The end.
Think for a minute.
Welcome back, Chad and Joey with you. That's the team profile for the New Boston Huron Chiefs. What a season. They win the Huron League last night. Division II's number 2 team in this week's last rankings. And Phil Yancey, a lot to be proud of with what he's done with this program. 5 of the last 6 seasons, Huron League champions.
Yeah, and they're going to want to do some big things here. They obviously have a lot of talent this year. We know that Yancey really likes the outlook of this club. Yeah, a couple of tough luck losses the last 2 years in districts, both to Trenton. Last year going down 2-1 to Trenton. 2 years ago, 3-2 to Trenton. Obviously a very good club out there as well. So, you know, even to get out of your district in the high school baseball tournament, you're going to go up against some talented teams, and you'll have to work to get beyond that point.
Yes, sir. It's a lot of competition. It's wide open too, right? I mean, both divisions, especially in Division I, a lot of good teams. There's a strike called. The new pitcher is number 43, Gray Schindler, the junior, who we have not seen this year, but first pitch is a sharp fastball over for a strike. This is Aiden Sonato, the DH.
Yeah, and Riker's going to need these, plethora of arms. It's not just going to be, a complete game from Duhame in the playoffs. You're going to need to kind of rely on some additional arms to get you outs, and Reedy did a good job of that when he came in, cleaned up the mess. Bases loaded, 1 out. That was a key point in the game.
Yep. We'll see Griffin Delusky in Game 2 for Brother Rice. Game 2 for Huron. We're not quite sure yet on who that starter's going to be, right?
It had a switcheroo to start the first one, so we'll see if that's maybe Miller, as he was supposed to start Game 1, or will they maybe use one of their top 2 guys, and Muzzy or Delano. We'll see what they're kind of looking to do.
We shall. It's been a game of runs. Rice led 5-0. Then it was 5-4 as the Chiefs came back with 4. Brother Rice would add one more in the 6th to get that 2-run lead at 6-4, but the Chiefs would come back and tie it at 6 in the bottom of the 6th. The 6th were wild. And then 4 in the 7th for Brother Rice to break it open. And watch out, speaking of breaking open, some dancing over there by Cash Muzzy.
Yeah, down 1, potentially you come into the bottom of the 7th, you feel good, but then that 2-run homer by the pinch hitter, Bobby Smith, that was kind of the big damage there in the top of the 7th to kind of put some distance here.
Swing and a miss. 1 up, 1 down. As the big lefty gets a quick K here.
Yeah, nice slider down and in, very tough to lay off, and Kaki doing a good job of coming up with that cleanly, not necessitating a throw down to first.
Here's Max Morse, who looks at a first pitch strike, and Schindler's looking sharp here in his appearance. That one's fouled back and into the nice barren land behind us. Got a lot of land down here.
Yeah, nice campus, a lot of good facilities, and as we learned early in the game, some improvements coming as well.
No doubt that bond was passed, as Lily told us about earlier. If this place could get beautified a little more, it's going to happen. Morse awaits the pitch. Nearly got him on the shoelaces.
Yeah, I think his teammates were kind of calling out, "You okay?" Trying to encourage a little bit of acting, but he wants to hit.
Ground ball to short, scooped up by Mangiapane. Throw to first, got him. And a fine play by the rangy shortstop, who's in reserve duty today.
Yeah, I think he's acquitted himself well. While there are a couple tough plays throughout the game, but as a freshman, that's a tough spot to go play shortstop, kind of the key part of the diamond defensively, coming in for a guy like Tristan Turner with so much experience, but I imagine Rikers like the effort thus far from Mangiapane.
The Chiefs are down to their final out here in the bottom of the 7th in this 4-run game. And Jacob Furcus is the batter. The junior. Check swing, did he go? No, sir.
This matchup has kind of followed a little bit of a pattern. It was 9-3 Brother Rice 2 years ago. Last year a little closer, 8-4. Now 10-6. Just tough to keep this Warrior offense in check.
Down to their final strike. It was Duhame that started. He went 3 2/3, gave up 4 runs on 4 hits. Then Reedy came on for 2 1/3. And now Schindler to try to close it out. Duhame struck out 6 and walked 5.
Yeah, kind of an uncharacteristic Cole Duhame outing with the control issues there in the 3rd inning.
Reedy struck out 5 in just 2 1/3. And Schindler looking for a clean 7th to try to send Brother Rice to their 26th win of the year. And fouled back. That one shot to right center. That's going to get down in the gap, and that'll be extra bases. And turning and burning to second with a 2-out double is Jacob Furcus to keep the party a-rolling.
Shot to the gap there for Furcus. One of the better hit balls today from New Boston Huron. First base last year, played primarily in left this year. Come into the game 276, so exit with some improvements after that double. We'll see if there can be some 2-out magic here for the Chiefs.
Cash Muzzy. Excuse me, apologize. Miller, Dayton Miller, the batter, has a hit and has scored a run. He's got a runner out there at second, trying to keep things rolling. Schindler deals, and another rocket up the middle. Rounding third, heading home and scoring. And it's a 2-out base hit and RBI that scores Furcus, and the bottom of the order starting to bark.
Yeah, Dayton Miller, I mean, we saw earlier in the game, hard hit line drive that Neshov almost came up with but couldn't. And here, using the exact same part of the field, that's what good hitters do. They utilize the middle to the opposite part of the park. Dayton Miller with 2 hard line drives today. Good weapon out of the 9-hole.
Owen Delano will get a chance now. He has a hit, an RBI, and has scored a couple of runs today. That one's cracked to left. Hit hard and over the head of Tristan Turner. Miller around third. Miller's headed home, and Miller's going to score. It's an Owen Delano double that dots the bottom of the fence, and the Chiefs aren't done yet, Joseph.
Wow, great 2-out rally here. Big time swing there from Owen Delano. Make this a 10-8 game with some extra bases. 2 outs and nobody on. Suddenly this game's gotten very interesting. Tying run coming to the plate in the form of Noah Banis.
And Banis, a guy that can find the seats. So this game has continued to live up to its billing.
Yeah, came into the game. He does have a homer as well as 13 doubles, so he's got some extra base power. Been hit by a pitch 6 times as well. We'll see if he can earn his way on through some pain.
Schindler cruised through the first 2 batters, but 2 straight hits.
I'm sure Surma would love the opportunity to come up as the potential game-winning run after he hit that Crampfield home run a couple weeks ago to win a game. I'm sure he'd love that opportunity again.
No doubt. 3 straight hits and 2 runs, and that's a strike on the inside corner. Moves the count to 2-1.
A lot of these hits here have been with 2 strikes. I guess that was, so that's 2-1 now. I thought it was 1-2. Okay.
Now it's level.
Now it's 3-1, I guess, yeah.
My bad, 3-1.
I've been confused throughout the at-bat.
It's okay. Been confused the whole day. Let's go back. I've been confused the whole week. It's been one of those weeks. Timeout late called by Noah Banis, 4-year starter, Saginaw Valley State commit. And there's the hit by pitch you hinted of. Noah Banis is on base. That's the tying run, and now the Brother Rice bench is getting a little itchy over there.
Yeah, jersey number 7 to go along with now 7 hit by pitches. I imagine that's got to be up there as far as leading the state. Riker making the slow amble out to the mound. He's going to bring in a righty. And we'll see who he brings in here to try and shut the door in a game. And he's going to go with Mino Koski. This game suddenly has gotten very interesting.
We'll learn all about Mr. Koski when we come back.
If you are looking for a life-changing workout experience, look no further than Pure Barre Novi. We are proud to help you achieve your fitness goals while joining a vibrant, supportive community that is over 300 women strong. Our classes are designed to strengthen and tone your entire body, and our teachers can help provide modifications for any fitness level. Find out more right now by calling 248-596-0002, visiting our website, following us on social media, or by coming to our studio right on Grand River Avenue in Novi. We can't wait to see you and help you achieve your fitness goals.
There you see it. Number 1 in Division I against number 2 in Division II. The top 10 this week, according to the MHSAA or the MHSBCA. We've got a new pitcher, Joey, and he's in a leverage situation, a high leverage situation. And this is Carmino Koski, the sophomore, a kid that they're high on, very high on. He comes in a sticky spot right now with 2 on, and both those runners representing the tying run.
Yeah, you see the impetus here that Bob Riker feeling a little bit of not just wanting to make sure that they get out of this thing. Things weren't going right for Gray Schindler. Obviously got the 2 quick outs. Things started going haywire. Hard hit ball out to left field. Suddenly first and second, the tying runs on base with a guy that we know loves the big moment in Jackson Surma. Mino Koski, a sophomore that had some good outings last year as a freshman for the Warriors. Huge spot for the young guy.
You bet. Surma already with 2 RBIs in this game. He's also on the hook in this game. And so he'll have a chance with Delano at second with great speed, but really it's Banis at first who matters the most. He's the only guy that really matters in this spot on the bases, and he has plus speed as well.
Obviously, you don't want to run into anything, but do you want to maybe employ a double steal to get both into scoring position? We'll see how aggressive they are against the new pitcher.
Koski deals. The southpaw pumps in a strike at the knees on the outside corner. Carmino Koski.
If they do want to, I haven't seen Koski thus far take a look at either base runner, so we'll see if they do want to get aggressive.
Swing and a miss over the top of that off-speed pitch by Koski, and the Chiefs are down to their final strike.
They've been here a couple times already, and they seem to be comfortable with that environment.
Ground ball to short. Off the toe of the glove. Into center field, and Delano will score to make it a 10-9 ball game. The error on the shortstop, Mangiapane, costly in that play.
Yeah, that's pretty much a routine grounder. You kind of let it play him again. You want to be going after these ground balls, especially with the high grass infield. Just an easy flip to second there to end the game, but it's a freshman. It's tough. You're in a difficult road environment. Moment got to him a little bit there, and suddenly 10-9 now. What a wild game it's been.
It has. Not done yet. This is Cash Muzzy. Muzzy is going to tie the game. Into score comes Banis. We're tied at 10 with 2 outs, 2 strikes, back-to-back balls put in play, and we're knotted up, and nothing is solved yet.
No, Cash Muzzy came up in the bottom of the 5th, had a huge 2-run RBI double down the left field line, just inside the bag. Here he is again. I mean, what did we hear from Yancey throughout the week? These guys are approaching 50 hits. that's how you do it. Muzzy always putting the ball in play, finds a hole, and it's 10-10 here in the bottom of the 7th.
Game-winning run is at third base. Runner takes second. Muzzy down to second. Surma, who started this game on the mound, represents the winning run at third base. Runners at second and third with 2 outs. And now Koski in this game will have to pause as Muzzy ties his shoes. Now then.
21, is that who's up here, 20?
We have a pinch hitter, I believe. RJ Kucera or Colton Eisen. Swing and a miss.
How do you like that? Coming into the game late, we obviously saw the injury to Russo and Wright. Used a couple guys in that spot, a chance to be a hero here.
Eisen with a game-winning run at third. And Koski's pitch is upstairs. What a rally. The Chiefs were down to their final out. They were down to their final strike.
A couple different times. Great fight back from this team.
The errors for Brother Rice that have been a bugaboo this year have come up and bit them again today in game 1. 4 errors in this game by Brother Rice. 2 for New Boston Huron. Bob Reicher's saying, look, it's the defense. The defense has got to get better. To be fair, they're also trying a new shortstop. And so you try a new shortstop, you also run the risk of things like this potentially happening.
Yeah.
But Reicher's playing for the second season. He's not playing for this first season. You can't win a state title today if you win or lose this game.
Right. I mean, he obviously, I mean, these guys are out here competing. They want to win, but like you say, first and foremost, there's some really important games with some huge meaning coming up. And if you can get some guys some reps in tough spots, even if it does go the wrong way, it's experience that can't really be gained just through practice against one another.
Yep.
And I'm sure 9 times out of 10, Mangiapane plays that ball a little differently, comes up cleanly and flips it to second. On that one, ate him up a little bit. And probably fortunate for the Warriors that Surma actually stopped at second there. I thought maybe he would get to third from first. This game would be over.
This is just the 4th plate appearance, the 5th plate appearance in the career of Colton Eisen. And he draws a walk, and the bases are now loaded. And here comes to the plate Aiden Sonato, the catcher. Bases loaded, tie game. Brother Rice had a 4-run lead entering this 7th inning, and it has been washed away. Bases loaded, Carmino Koski on in relief, and he'll now face Sonato.
He's got to try and find the zone, try and get a first pitch strike here, kind of erratic in that at-bat against Eisen. The senior Sonato here with a chance to play hero.
Inside corner strike called. A tough spot for the 10th grader, Carmino Koski, who's on in relief. He's the 4th pitcher for Brother Rice. Duhame started, Reedy followed, Schindler followed him, and now Koski. Bases loaded, 1 strike, 2 outs.
Big time stop there from Katke. Any ball in the dirt that scoots by, you know they're going to be aggressive. Able to keep that one in front of them.
Surma represents the winning run at third. Muzzy at second, Eisen at first. Sonato the batter. 2-1 now.
Really a huge pitch here for Koski. You go down 3-1 and force yourself to have to throw 2 strikes. That's an extremely tough spot. He's got to try and get back in the count here.
Fly ball, center field. Neshoff dives and he makes the catch. to preserve another inning for Brother Rice. Neshoff scooped it off the turf and saves the game for another inning.
Off the bat, that sure looked like it was going to be a hit to end the game. 11-10. Neshoff covers so much ground out there. A true web gem to send this game into extra innings.
We are the MHSAA, a collection of 750 high schools and 750 middle schools, from Temperance to Copper Harbor, from New Buffalo to Alpena. Each year, more than 250,000 students play one of our 28 sports. More than 1.5 million fans attend our postseason games. There are 30,000 coaches and 8,000 officials, not to mention all of the volunteers. The MHSAA believes in the 4 S's. School sports should be safe and kept in the appropriate scope. We believe nothing beats great sportsmanship, and that scholarship in the classroom is more important than excellence on the field or court. Most of all, we believe school sports should be fun. So come out and join us at a game. Support your school, support your community, and come see what the excitement is all about.
Hi, I'm Nick DePonio, and this is HVAC.
To extra innings we go, and we've got a new pitcher on in relief. His name is Tyler Gray, the senior right-hander, and he's got some sports specs on, and he means business. He's going to face Tristan Turner, the 3-hitter in the lineup for Brother Rice.
You know, in the top of the 7th, you know, the energy was sapped from this park, essentially, if you weren't in the Brother Rice dugout. The home run from Bobby Smith. They go up 10-6. They come back with 2 quick outs in the bottom of the 7th. 4-run deficit, nobody on, 2 out. Somehow they tie this game at 10. Really, this ball game has had everything.
It's been wild and wacky. The right way to start a Memorial Day weekend, right?
And this is just game 1.
It's just game 1. That food truck is going to provide us some nice nutrition in between games.
Whenever that comes.
Emmett Schrader ordered that about an hour ago, and I think they're just finishing it up. That was good timing. Turner swings and fouls it back, and the future Bronco will waste one away. Good day for Tristan. 2 for 3 on the day, an RBI, and a run scored. He's also walked. He drives one here to deep center field, way back and gone. Tristan Turner, touch 'em all. And it's the 3rd home run of the day for Brother Rice. Tristan Turner makes it 11-10.
Boy, no lead, no tie game has been tied for very long in this one. Brother Rice always fights right back offensively. Tristan Turner, huge swing there. Make it 11-10. The classic Brother Rice celebration there after a big home run. Little slow breaker that kind of just hung there right in the wheelhouse of Turner. And I think that wind has generally been pushing out that way. So any ball that you get up in the air is going to go a little bit further.
Solo shot, his 4th of the year. And it's his 32nd run driven in on the season. A big year and a big-time spot to knock one out of the yard.
And it's funny, too, in a game that's been partially defined by some tricky misplays in the outfield with the win, the play by Mangiapane to let the game extend. We have a play by Neshov in center that absolutely saved this game. That was a base hit all the way. Fabulous diving play to put this one into extra innings.
You're right about that. Popped up infield, out number 1. Out for Brother Rice is Hafner, the cleanup hitter. Here comes the 5-hitter, Michael Stanton, who's had a home run today.
Yeah, I mean, when that ball was off the bat in the bottom of the 7th, to me, it didn't look hard hit enough to get to wherever the center fielder was playing, but Neshov really an expert, not only going side to side, but coming in on the ball as he did there. They were that close to a 5-4 run comeback in the bottom of the 7th, now trailing by 1.
That's the changeup that floats in and fooled Stanton. He says, I'd rather just watch that one. Look for something firm.
And maybe another good move there from Riker as well. He saw Schindler struggling throughout that inning to close the door, and he goes and gets Koski, who they did tie the game, but he was able to get it out of there tied. So I think Riker just trying to mix those two things today, as you talked about, Chad. Get the participation, get the guys reps, but he wants to win this game as well.
You bet. Swing and a miss. That's the heater from Tyler Gray, the senior right-hander, trying to keep this a 1-run game. That one's grounded up the middle to his left and can't get to it. That's under the glove of Muzzy, and it's a 1-out hit for Brother Rice, their 15th hit of the day.
Yeah, I think Muzzy might have had a beat on that. Unfortunately, that last bounce sometimes is the one that gets you here on this real infield, whether it be grass or dirt, which it seems will change at some point to turf. But when you play out here in these conditions, the hops could be a little bit trickier.
And Bob Riker, Brother Rice's head coach, talked about that and said, you know, we're looking forward to playing in a natural field. We play, of course, at, unnatural field and play on turf. Things are a little different. He says we might get some strawberries today out there sliding. He got a smile on his face. You like that. He says you guys get it easy with the turf.
Right. No, this is
the Stevens complex.
I remember playing Little League. It was like playing on like these stones. You know, I would have loved for even some dirt. Not sure why that was ever sort of composed of a lot of diamonds around here for Little League, but those stones hurt. That doesn't feel good at all.
No, sir. New Boston Hurons competing in softball right now, and they have a 1-0 lead over their rival, Flat Rock. That's going to the bottom of the 4th. That is at Flat Rock. Huron, of course, knocked off Flat Rock in baseball yesterday to claim the league title, the Huron League title. That's a walk. So on to first goes Freddie Beyer, who's had a big day. Boy, we've got some tough discussions to be had about G of the game, if and when it happens today.
It seemed like it was maybe decided at some point, but this game's been turned on its head. A lot of contributors up and down both lineups.
Now, there are no lights here. And I don't know if that bond included lights, but it does include lights. Yes, a little better late than never. We have to turn some car headlights in. There's a smoke shot to short, knocked down by Cash Muzzy, and he'll hold on to it. But the bases are now loaded for that big, tall drink of water, Mr. Damo Mangiapane. And this is something that's setting up nice for the Warriors.
Yeah, interesting note there from Pat the Stat letting us know that Connor Yurt, who started the game, came out, let Bobby Smith hit a 2-run homer, now gets re-entered in the game and reaches base. So Riker kind of using these freshmen, mixing and matching and getting the best of both worlds.
Tapper to third. Delano's going to come home for the force, and they get the out. So out at home is Stanton with a force. Heady play by Delano to get it home and record the second out of the inning.
Yeah, big time play there. I mean, you got to keep this at a 1-run game if you can. Easy throw home, aware that it's a force at every base. And 1 out away from getting out of here, pretty manageable. They'd have to feel good about their chance. They can come back from 4. They can come back from 1.
There's a stop that is notable. That's the kind of scoot and toughness you look for in what Sonato just did.
Wow, what a play there by Sonato. Probably the best play we've seen from a backstop today. He had to move quite a bit. That breaking ball was probably a 50-footer into the left-handed batter's box. He was able to get in front of it.
Yeah, here's another look here at it.
Yeah, some great agility. Took it right off the head as well.
Yeah.
I call them the tools of ignorance, I think is how Jim Price used to put it. And it's a tough job back there.
Nice area in Boston. Pitches upstairs. This is the freshman Trevor Chase. Bases are loaded. 2 outs, 2-1 count. Tyler Gray deals, and another solid stop by Sonato.
Maybe a little surprised there 2-1 that they'd be throwing a breaking ball with the bases loaded. You really can't afford to walk in a run at
Nine-hitter.
At that 2-1 spot. You probably just have to attack, and now you're really in a tricky situation having to come with 2 strikes.
Chase batting .315 on the year. Eyes as big as saucers with that fastball coming. Got to be drooling like the butcher's dog. Full count, 2 outs. Runners will be off. Byer at third, Yurt at second, and Mangiapane at first. Chase awaits. Ground ball up the middle. Muzzy has it, throws, got him. But Brother Rice gets a run. Huron coming right back. Back and forth we go. The lead changes continue. Back with more after this. The law offices of Aaron D. Cox. It was founded on a theory of excellence and exceptional client service. Our firm is devoted to real estate development, property management, landlord-tenant, debt collection, quiet title actions, large operator legal support, and ancillary real estate matter in between. We can assist you, your company, and your investors. Our team of experienced attorneys has litigated all aspects of these matters, and we know your business and all of the legal implications inside and out. We have a tremendous support staff focused on service and client community. Need guidance on a legal matter? Our experienced attorneys are here to provide you with the personalized attention and representation you deserve. Contact us today at 734-287-3664 or AaronCoxLaw.com. There you see the top 10 voted by the prep. If you don't agree with any of these rankings, blame Austin Sonnenberg. 248-763. I'm kidding. Austin and I have a ritual every Monday. We go through these rankings. And St. Mary's number 1, Brother Rice number 2, Notre Dame Prep number 3. Bring that back up. I need to go through 10, not 3. All right. Fair enough. There it is. Huron number 4. And quite a top 10 we've got there. You see Woodhaven, Allen Park, Downriver representing. And the Catholic League's St. Mary's and Brother Rice on top of that top 10. Lots to be solved, though, in the postseason. Now then, Huron leads off with Max Morse, their scrappy clutch junior. Strike called on the outside corner, and Morse did not love it.
Yeah, Yancey does call him Mr. Clutch. We'll see if he can kind of live up to that billing. Tough spot here, 0-2 against Koski.
Koski has come right at him. One for 4 today for Mr. Morse. Drives one high and deep to center. Neshoff has room, and he makes the catch for a loud, long out number 1.
Yeah, for a second there, it looked like that was going to be a replay of what Tristan Turner did in the top half. Morse just got under it a tad. That's sort of where balls go to die anytime that Max Neshoff is in the area.
Mm-hmm. So with one out, that'll bring up Jacob Furcus. Furcus doubled his last time up and scored a run. He was a big part of that 4-run 7th inning that tied the game at 10. Tristan Turner stands to be the hero right now. Solo shot to center in the top of the 8th.
Nice challenge and a big opportunity here for a guy like Mino Koski. I'm sure these are the spots that Riker wants to see some of these underclassmen in here down the stretch. Tough spots with some stress involved. Protecting a 1-run lead on the road would be a huge save here if Koski, well, actually, he would get the win.
He would. Swing and a miss. Furcus batting .276 on the year. That double was just his 2nd on the season. Koski ready to rock. Just don't hit that food truck. Make sure the food truck is cool. We were hungry. Oh, the food's here. Okay. We're good.
Yeah, this game started 3:30, I think, on the dot. We're looking at 6:20. Unusual for a high school game to be pushing up against 3 hours, but
not on the prep. It's
a specialty.
We live for 3-hour baseball games or events.
I guess if you're talking about 21 runs over 8 innings, it's going to have some length to it.
Yeah. Up and in. Koski in a full count, working against Jacob Furcus, Furkas. Ground ball to second. Routine for Chase. Throws to first, and there's 2 down. And the Chiefs are down to their final out.
This is where they like to be, though. I
think. They like this. This is their comfort zone.
I don't know that they want to score any runs with nobody out, or they want to make sure all the chips are down to the last strike. Then they can start to get to work.
You're not lying. And this is their leader, Dayton Miller, up to the plate.
And he's been all about the middle of the diamond today. 2 line drives littered throughout the day, right back up the box.
He's going to play at the next level. Division II or community college. 4-year guy, and they're looking for him to get something rolling in a tough spot with Koski starting to get in a nice groove here. Don't forget, we'll have our G of the game after this one's all said and done. Lily Delano will have that player for us. Koski about to throw his 27th pitch. Popped him up, should end the ball game. Fly to right, under it, and caught for the final out by Freddie Beyer. 11-10, Brother Rice, who had a 5-0 lead, saw it evaporate, prevails thanks to the home run in the top of the 8th by Tristan Turner.
Yeah, you get the home run from the senior and shut the door from the sophomore. Bob Riker pushing the buttons, a big 2-run homer from his freshman Bobby Smith, and really just a fabulous game from both sides.
We'll have our G of the game next. Stick around. More to come right after this.
As the voice of Michigan student athletes, the Student Advisory Council's role
is to convey the message of how high school sports are supposed to be played.
We are responsible for helping the MHSAA maintain a positive and healthy atmosphere
in which interscholastic athletes can thrive.
We believe athletes should be competitive,
sportsmanlike, and excel academically.
We believe students in the stands should have fun,
but not take the focus away from the game.
We believe that coaches should act as teachers,
helping student athletes develop while still keeping high school sports in perspective.
We believe that parents should always be positive role models
and supportive of their child's decisions.
We believe officials commit their own time to high school sports,
and respect should always be shown and given to them. The most important goal for student athletes is to enjoy high school sport,
while keeping a high level of respect between all those involved in the games.
Enjoy the game.
Brother Rice wins this game. Got some help, some tough selections for our G of the game. Lily Delano is standing by with our G.
All right, we are here with Freddie Beyer. He is our G of the game. Freddie, you had a home run, 1 triple, 2 RBIs, and 2 runs. So how do you feel about your performance during this game 1?
I feel pretty good. I feel like I did a good job, especially with Cole not having his best day. I mean, I know I've gone 0-4 at the plate, and he's had my back on the mound, so definitely a good way to do my job and to just keep it up, keep staying hot.
So how can you depend on your teammates to get their job done as well when you're in tough situations like you were during this game?
I mean, it's easy to depend on them when you see them working so hard and spending so much time at the facility and the field, so it's really easy to trust them, really easy to depend on them and feel nice and confident with those guys on the field.
And one last question, heading into districts, are you excited? How are you feeling about that?
No, I'm feeling great. I mean, the boys are rolling, the team's hot right now, so weather's getting warmer, so no better time. Let's go. Go Rice.
Thank you, and we'll see you for game 2.
All right, thank you, Lily. Congratulations to Freddie Beyer. Tristan Turner certainly could have been our G of the game as well. A lot of tough choices, but an 11-10 win for Brother Rice. Congratulations to Freddie and the Warriors who prevail here in game 1.
Yeah, I mean, contributions throughout. You could talk about what Reedy did in relief. You talk about Mino Koski closing it out in difficult circumstances, but amazing fight back from New Boston Huron as well. Just a really very good high-level high school baseball game. Rice comes out on top by 1.
Brother Rice wins at 11-10. We've got game 2 coming up next in about 20 minutes or so on a separate link. Thanks so much for watching. Don't go too far. Back with more after this. We're the Prep.